Hi, everybody. Welcome to TVON. My name is Blair. Thank you so much for joining us. Happy Monday. We're so glad you're with us tonight. We have a special show to kick off your week. And if you don't know, this is Must See Monday. It's all about markdowns. We bring everything down, no matter if it's brand new or some museum pieces that must go before they get melted. So this is where it's an exciting day. Of course, we've got lots to share with you, but I really want to highlight one thing that we've got coming up that is something you never see. And that is going to be a Paraiba wheel. This is one of the rarest, most exotic stones in the world, of course. And we're going to bring it to you at a value you have not seen before. So it's very exciting, but it's not just about value, because I know a lot of us see a value on a Paraiba, it's still $10,000, $12,000, $13,000. So we actually are going to bring some of our most affordable Paraibas of all time. We're really looking forward to this because they're all going to be stones that are equally as beautiful, as bright, as neon, but they're going to be an incredibly affordable price. So if you've ever wanted to try this rare and unique stone, tonight is your night. And no matter what your budget is allowing, we've got some wonderful values. And I'll tell you, there are a couple standouts here, some bigger sizes, great diamond weight with them as well, even some more unusual styles that we're going to share with you. So those are on the way. Stick around. We'll do this at the top of next hour, so not long to wait. But then we also have so much to bring you in the next 3 hours that include some large museum pieces, yes, which we're going to mark down because they got to go, or we can bring you some really affordable as well, like Paraibas that are pinks in variety, which I know have been very popular of late. We've been seeing those be extremely popular. We have a beautiful couple of rubies. I've got rubies that are just outstanding, best of the best in quality. Brought you a light 1 carat over the weekend. We're going to bring you some other rubies that are over 1 carat, as well as aquamarine, mahenge, you name it, we got it. That's really what it's all about. Just quiz us and really challenge us with your rare requests, because chances are it exists here on our inventory, and not only that, it gets to be marked down. So lots and lots to get to. We even have a fabulous pair of Paraiba earrings. They're going to be early on in the show. So you know how it works around here, lots of one of a kind. So I encourage you to dial in early as soon as you see something you love, because that's going to be the piece that, listen, you don't want to miss out. These values are outstanding tonight. It's what we do every Monday night. So really want to encourage you to dial early as you can. So it's going to be a fun night ahead. There's even, speaking of Paraibas, I know we've been talking a lot about them, but there is a 2 carat and a 1/4 carat in a rare as can be heart shape. Wait until you see the value we put together. And there's a highlight here. If you like museum, doesn't get any more museum than a 3 carat plus yellow diamond, does it? We have a 3 carat yellow diamond. It is its last time on the air. It is going to be, well, essentially, I don't think it's going to be an issue, because I think it's going to go. We've never had a yellow diamond brought down to this price tag before. So what you're going to see, if you've ever wanted a 3 carat or larger, this is the way to get it, because usually lately we've had 3 carats for $20,000 and more, which is a wonderful value. We've got a 3 carat plus in a fancy cut. It's a 3 stone style, 3 carats. And all we need is a big, big value. We're going to bring that to you as well. So if you know it, it's that fancy cut cushion. So if you already think you might like it, you might want to give us a call right away so we can show it to you early, because at this price, it's not going to last. So we're just saying, we're ready to say goodbye to that one. Just a fond farewell to this big stone, because I know how many of you have asked for and have been looking for 3 carat yellows. So we're going to bring you a great value on one. But we're going to start off with a diamond ring. We love our diamonds. They're usually accessories to our color, but we're actually going to bring you an all diamond ring. But this is still kind of cool and creative, because we've got a really cool flexibility to this ring, actually, where you're going to see multiple ways. Well, it's kind of cool because it's actually, I don't know if you can tell yet, but you never know it by looking, really, but it's actually got all these links, which are really, if you look at it, these really cool, almost think of like this really mod kind of style in this 4-sided design, but it's linked together, and then there's movement. It's got, I'm not saying flexibility in that it stretches. We've all seen those stretch rings. No, that's not what we're talking about here. It's 111-7405. We have just what you see here, a yellow and a rose, and that's it. And when they're gone, they're gone. Now, we're still going to size it for you so that you get your perfect size, whatever that may be, but it's also going to be an incredible value when you consider there are 26 points in diamonds over a 1/4 carat, but it's the way they're set up. And if you look at it this way, watch. Here's your flexibility. So there's just a little bit of movement to it, and that doesn't really change the way it wears on the hand. It doesn't change the way you size it. It's just about giving you a little bit of extra movement that when it's on, it fits and feels like every other ring you ever had. So a link style where it's just actually a link, like you would see a link in a necklace or in a bracelet, but done in the ring this time around. So let me try it on for you so you can see the size, because it's got a lot of gold presence to it. And we'll take that solid sizing bar in the back, which of course is stationary, and then that's where we're going to size it for you. But really really comfortable. And I do want to show you, it's actually got one link here that's going to be mirror finished, and then it goes the 3 covered in diamonds, including those little, if you will, fasteners between the links as well. So really beautiful, even stacks really well with other rings perhaps. Maybe you want to put it on with something else and have a great diamond ring. But I think this could really also be a candidate for anywhere on the hand, from pinky ring, in middle index, whatever you want to do, or even a thumb ring. Let me try on the rose gold here so you can see that. Why not? Just try it on as a thumb ring here. See what you think of that look. So again, really sits low profile enough. And like I said, even though these links are actually movable links, it's still going to fit just like any other ring. So do not be shy about this one, in that it's just going to give you a great little extra kind of dimension. And you see there the way it's kind of like, again, little movement there with those link styles that you see. So yellow and rose only. We're going to size it. So they're each right about a size 6.5, 7 right now. But a really good way to go if you'd like either one of those. And again, when they're gone, they're gone. But there's a huge discount coming your way. And then Andrea, we've got a piece from yesterday to recap for you. So we'll bring that out next. But this one's going to be a super value. And again, what you see is what you get. Take advantage of it, and then we're going to make it really affordable. How about, what do you think? $9.99 seems about right when there's solid 14 karat gold? Yeah, we're not doing $9.99. This one is meant to wow us here from the start. We're going to show you what we mean all night long. It's going to be all about value from start to finish, 3 big hours. I hope you can stand it, because if you love to shop and you love fine jewelry at pennies on the dollar of what it should be, this is the way you go. This is the way you grab jewelry. It's not even $499 for either ring you'd like. Or maybe the solution is just get both, right? They stack so well, you can pair them up with other things. You might just want to think about, if you do wear each color of gold, or maybe you want to introduce a little rose gold to your collection, or maybe you introduce yellow gold to your collection. Either way, it's a great way to go here, but they're not even $4.99. So yeah, big value to start. And then Andrea, we're going to bring you your request next, but here's what we'll do. How about another $100 bonus? And so you get that extra savings. We'll make it $399, no matter which one you prefer. And then do we know who, is it Andrea, last initial, please? Do you have it? Okay, wonderful. So sounds good. We've got Andrea. I'm just wondering if it's Andrea or Andrea, and I'm not sure, but I will go ahead and give you your request here. This is an 18 karat, luckily still available from yesterday, because we didn't have much available from the weekend. But this one was, because probably it was that tail end of Sunday. So we've got our 20 seconds remaining. If you like the yellow or the rose, think about getting them both, stack them together. Think about that. Under $800 to get both, when each one could easily be tonight $9.99. That was a discounted price. They actually started at more than that, truth be told. So you've got a really special opportunity to take advantage of either one of those. So let me know. And then again, the link carries through, but that's going to be where it starts to be, where you see the gold that's mirror finished there from the diamonds. That's going to be where it starts, that stationary solid side, and then that continues all the way around for the sizing bar. But it's a really cool kind of open link there, and you can see how just a little bit of movement. But again, don't be shy about the fact that it has a little articulation to it. It doesn't change the ring at all. So let's get to our request from yesterday. This is our 18 karat Kunzite, and love this one. It's really top quality material here, and yet it's a really strong stone. I'm just going to hold it up to eye level here, because otherwise we're getting kind of a bird's eye view of it. And it looks like our wheel's a little off kilter again. But this is where, again, you've got this really rich color and saturation, and it's 112-6260. So maybe your request, but it's going to be first caller situation who gets it. But this is one of those outstanding larger stones. So heavy, actually, in the stone weight. I mean, 18 karats O2, just to give you an idea. This one, it actually has, look at that. It can't even sit on its shank there like they normally do, because it's just about that big squared off stone that's allowing this to be a little top heavy on our wheel, but again, not heavy on the hand, because it's really, granted, 18 karats O2, it's got a certain size to it. There's usually, we top out around 10 carats in Kunzite. This one's certainly bringing you a lot more carat weight than that, but 18 karats O2 in a specialty stone, when usually these are light materials, so we always like to point out, but still in the ashers and the emerald cuts, those are cuts that are just beloved. But at the same time, sometimes in these highly pleochroic stones, they can be a little bit lighter at points of the stone where you don't see full saturation really throughout. This one, it's not the case. Look at that. It's all the way directly through the very core center of that asher cut. You see nothing but that bright purple and blue. It's more purple and blue than it is pink, I would contend, and that's unusual for this normally very light pale pink. Not to mention, it's got 78 points in diamonds among the 6 stones, only 3 on each side in round brilliance, and they would be those awesome round brilliance you have that are so unique because they're 13 points apiece. So think about that. It gives you a really remarkable kind of quality, and here's what it looks like on the hand. So again, thank you for all the requests. We've got another one for Betty coming up, so some great pieces, and I think that's you know, busy on the go weekends. Maybe there's something you are hoping is still available from the weekend or the last couple days, or maybe it was late last week. We are more than happy to find it for you and bring it out if it is still available. But here's what that Kunzite looks like on, and you can see how those big triple diamonds are actually going to kind of bookend the stone there a bit with that really rich saturation. It's not $79.99. That is where it started. We can even change the gold color for you if you'd like. There's a huge value happening on this stone, which again, that is the color it is in person, and maybe even a little darker and richer, because you know these neon stones tend to look a little lighter under the bright lights here of the studio. So they tend to do even their best performance under a lower light, or just, again, that doesn't mean low light or candlelight. It just means less light than a TV studio, which is some of the brightest lights on earth. So you've got, again, a more beautiful, richer saturation that's going to come through as you see it at your home, right? At your home, out and about, wherever you decide to take it and wherever you decide to wear it. But it's not going to be, well, it's not even half of this price. Not even $8,000. We're bringing it down for you. Super value here. I just love that it's not $4,000, and that should be for an 18 karat, no doubt about it. It's one of our best. It's one of our top colors, one of our top saturations. This stone usually, as it gets, it's not like Tanzanite where usually as they get larger, they get darker. This one actually does the opposite. As it gets larger, it usually gets a lot more pale. Not this stone, not $4,000, not $3,000, and not even $2,500. I'm here to blow it out no matter how new it is. It's $24.99 only, and that will be it. So first caller gets it, and thank you so much. We've got 2 requests here in a row. We'll get to our next one, which are some fabulous Alexandrite earrings. I can't wait to show you those. Still the diamond rings for $3.99. They're still here in yellow and rose gold, and then we'll give this another 60 seconds. Take a look at that. That is some beautiful Asher cutting. You know, sometimes there's actually fewer facets in an Asher cut, and here you see it feels a bit modified for the Asher, because it really does compound those facets, and you see more of them, which just gives you more way to break up that light. So not only do you maintain that rich saturated color, but you're seeing a difference in the way the light is broken up by these different, almost like, again, long linear facets that are all tapered at the corners there, but then that really beautiful look, the way that just is gleaming and glowing. You can see what a perfect balance to that stone with those massive 13 pointers on those round brilliants. I mean, that's an extraordinary example to see when you get, you know, diamonds that are really close to a 15-point diamond. Those are no longer accents. Those are serious sizes. They could be easily center stones in rings all on their own, and instead all put together to be those, the trio there on the side. So let me know on that one. We got 9 seconds remaining, then we're going to give you those earrings. So Betty, thank you for those Alexandrite earring requests, and thank you so much if you're verifying on this one. It sounds like we are. And then here we go with the earrings by request. These are really just, oof, they're about as high end as it gets in an earring right here. And I will have to maneuver them around a little bit. Maybe if I put them on the side for a minute, you'll get a better angle. I really want you to see and appreciate the stones first, realizing that, yeah, they're probably going to be north to south when you wear them. 111-9991 is the item number here. And those are Alexandrites matched to perfection. Not easy to do in this world of color changing phenomenal gems, but here they are. Blues and greens into reds and purples when you see the light environment change from fluorescent to incandescent, and this is 18 karat gold for your earring. So yes, we've got an upgrade on the gold there. 18K is the name of the game here. They stay as is in the white gold, in the 18 karat, which is, I think, super important. I love 18 karat gold whenever I can get it, don't get me wrong, but in an earring, it decreases the chance of any kind of sensitivity you might have to, let's say, what we really react to. If your skin ever tends to react to gold and you're thinking, but I don't get it, this is gold. I know I do as well. I wear gold every day for you guys, and yet over time, sometimes my skin will start to react a little bit. You're not actually, it's not allergies to the gold. It's not the fact that there's something, you know, a mystery metal happening. It's just the fact that we're usually sensitive to the alloys, because gold is never pure. It's too soft to make jewelry out of. So we don't see pure 24 karat gold used in jewelry. What we do see is 18 karat or 14 karat, sometimes 10 karat, but we don't see it here. And of course, the 14 karat gives you a little less purity than the 18 karat. The 18 karat is 75% pure gold. So little, very little on the alloy, more of that rich gold that we love, which also then, of course, amps up the price, or at least should. That's not happening right now. Carat 55 in your Alexandrite in the ovals, plus a diamond weight of a carat 17. Don't see that all the time. Very rare to get over a carat. And then how about this? Baguettes and rounds. We don't get to see that often as well, where you get the baguettes and the rounds around around your earring, and that's really important. So 117 in diamond weight. The post is up towards one end, so I will show you here. There's also a great finished undergallery to those, especially behind the baguettes there. It's almost mimicking the way the baguettes are set, and then you will see what they look like from a distance. I'll give you a measurement and we'll try them on. But yes, a huge value here already at $14,999 is where they actually began their journey here at TVON. And since they've been around for a little bit, it's been a while since I've showed them to you, but they've been around for a little bit, so it's time to mark them down. And you can see they're just slightly over a ½ an inch from top to bottom. I am going to pop one on the ear for you, and so you can see that. Just give me a second to find a backing here that I can utilize to put them on, and then we're going to make it better than even, well, I'll tell you what, not even $99.99. This is a big day for value. Big day. Huge day, as a matter of fact. And I love that we're going to give you these nice oversized backings as well, so that they are going to sit, because this is an earring of a larger size. So you are going to want to make sure that you understand there's a nice size backing to it, which is going to keep that earring facing out to the world. Let's take a look at them on, and then I'll try to move back my other earring for you so you can really see the size that you're getting with that one. And of course, that big platform, that beautiful array of diamonds around it. And it's going to be better than even $99.99. Huge value up and coming here. We're going to make them $4,999 to the very first caller on an 18 karat gold and Alexandrite earring. Aren't they deluxe? And again, I don't even have the backing on all the way, and yet look at how they stand out. So that stone will still, that center stone will change from blue, greens to reds if you are to change your light environment, and candlelight's the best way to do that. And so you've got a really unusual stone, but again, matching them for an earring is rare. Let's go back to the wheel, take another close-up look, and those are for Betty. And Betty, if those are not the earrings you're looking for, then please let me know. I don't know if that was a specific request or just for Alexandrite earrings in general, but we're awfully proud to have those here for you tonight. So $49.99 for a really, that's about as high end as an earring gets. And some of our bigger diamond weights, I mean, that diamond weight will rival oftentimes what we see in our big inside out hoops. So to have a platform set in a double halo around your Alexandrite, that's pretty stunning. And then we got more earrings on the way. I've got some really fabulous Paraiba earrings. Did I just say that? Paraiba earrings that won't be $7,000 or $8,000, by the way, either. So that's very exciting. And then $49.99. Let me know on those, Betty, and let me know if that's what you're looking for or not. But great value, and only one pair, of course. And they stay as they are in the 18 karat white gold. So we might as well, since we're on the earring front, let's just take a look at these bright, beautiful neon green, not like an emerald green, by the way. This is definitely a neon Paraiba color, and it's 1125864. There's 51 points in pear shapes here that are at the top of your earring. Think of it like an elongated oval hoop that's more narrow. So instead of a hoop that's meant to give you a lot of diameter, it's meant to be more like a stiletto meets a hoop. We've all seen those drop earrings, the stiletto styles we love, that are oh so flattering on, but this is really combining that. From the front, they're going to look like they just go straight on down, but then it's really easy because it's all built in to be that simple, easy closure where it just opens up with a hinge at the bottom, clicks closed where you'll know it's secure, and you get 7/8 of an inch in your up and down length here. I'll show you that, but what a great, again, these are not easy stones to match. We're showing you Alexandrites and Paraiba earrings here consecutively like it's any old thing, right? When it's so difficult to take neon stones like these are and match them up. So you've got a really special look here. Here's your length, just to show you and prove that 7/8 of an inch is your top to bottom. And of course, the pear shape will be up top, because what you're going to do is there's a hinge right at the center of the base there, and you see great mirror finishing on the side so that they look good that way too. But also, it's just going to click open. You just literally just pull it open, and then it's going to click right on close. So you'll actually hear it snap into place. I will show you one on. But there's one pair in the world, and that's going to be it. And of course, matching up pear shapes, not easy. So otherwise, it would be something we'd love to do more of. But it's going to be obviously limited. I also was pointing out the other day with this style when we had the version in Mandarins. It's very easy, I think, to think about even stacking if you'd like to, and you get full piercing coverage because the post itself is a little lower than actually where the stone is set. So you get piercing coverage, which is lovely. You get that drop, which the pear shape pointing down, leading into your diamonds, and then you see how, again, kind of casual, but dressy. I mean, I think they can go either way here. So we'll go back up close to take another look at the stones themselves, because they're important too, right? It's all about the Paraibas, and we're going to mark them down from $29.99 to a lot more affordable price tag for you. It's just for one color. We can change the gold color. Alexandrites had to stay where they are. The Paraibas can be changed. So you're getting exactly what you like, exactly whatever you need, exactly what you want, and it's not even going to be close to $2,000 for the earring, and we just marked them down $1,000, and I'm not done. It's Monday night markdowns. That is why it is definitely must-see shopping. On Monday nights, we always kick off your week the best way we can imagine how, which is giving you incredible values, the jewelry you love, amazing pieces, your request. That's really the idea here. And no matter what it is that you can imagine or think of or holler at us with requests, we're happy to help you out, as a lot of already you've done tonight. We'll keep that going, I hope. So instead of $2,000, one pair of earrings, any gold you want, and they're not even going to be $2,000. They're not even $1,000. They're $9.99 to the first caller. Oh, do I wish I had more of those, right? That'd be fun. A $9.99 earring. And hey, I think it goes really well. I told you that at the top of next hour in 40 minutes, we're going to have a Paraiba wheel that is affordable. And there are 4 affordable Paraiba rings, just 4. I mean, I know it's limited to just 4 designs, but we have 4 affordable Paraibas coming up at the top of the hour for you to choose from that some would actually go really, really well with that pair of earrings right there. So let me know who's got them. Only one pair. We'll give those 30 seconds if they last that long. And then we're going to be on our way. Don't forget those link style rings are here. Check on the Kunzite. I think that one may be gone. The Alexandrite earrings are verifying. And we'll get to a couple great looking rubies. I do have, are you ready to see the 3-carat diamond? Do you think we should go there this early? I told you there's a 301 cushion cut via stone that is absolutely just discounted like I've never seen a 3-carat diamond go. So this is your lucky day. If you've been hoping and wanting and thinking about those bigger yellow diamonds that we do, the 3-carat is on the way. But I'll tell you what's happening next. We got to get to the pink purple Paraiba. That's what's been going and so unbelievably requested for the last couple of days. We haven't been able to keep one in stock. The bigger, the smaller, the medium, everything. I've got a medium-sized stone coming up next. And it's an oval and it's clean. And this is the only one tonight. I've already checked. I've already looked. Well, that's not true. We have a bigger one, but you've seen it before. As far as brand new, this is the only pink purple Paraiba we have. It's right here, right now. Are we really leaving Paraiba earrings here for $9.99? So far we are. But here we go with a really important stone. Now, if you have not been with us the last couple of days, this has been creating completely just havoc on the phone lines here. And unfortunately, because every single one of these stones is one of a kind, they're not sticking around, and there's usually a wait list going on for every time we have them. So if there ever was a time to dial in really early, it's on these purple pink Paraibas. This one more purple. Sometimes it's a blend because it's not like a purple, like a true classic amethyst color, which is what I like about it the most, is that because it is Paraiba and because it's got those neon elements, it's not just giving purple like we would see out of sapphires, amethyst, even diamonds. It's giving its own kind of pinky purple combination, which then has that really bright neon because of the copper element that you have. So all of that brought together to be one of our superstars, and rare as can be. You think about what a carat 63 would be in a blue green, how expensive that would be, $15,000, $16,000, and yet these are affordable, and they are a step up in rarity. So ready for this? We've got one. Come on in. 112-6252 is the item number here. And let me know if you like it, because it's not going to last. Carat 63 is the size. 70 points is the diamond weight. Classic mounting too. We kept it classic, kept it clean here. Got the halo around it. Few diamonds. Really think of it this way. It's like a trio of round brilliants on either side of your classic halo. And that's really, really well done. But then in the white gold, yellow gold, or rose gold, you get to choose. We typically see these in the white gold. They're very popular as such. You can change it up if you like. Here it is on the hand because we can't wait much longer. At $39.99. It's not going to last. But the reason there's been a wait list on every one of them is because they're not sticking around at the prices we have set up. We're taking them lower for you, and you can see how bright and how beautiful and gleaming it is. The clarity that stone has is everything, and yet it's not $39.99, not $29.99. It's not even $19.99, and this is why it's going to go so quickly. It is Paraiba that's got the purple color. It is rare. I'm going to show you a Zonite later that is also copper bearing. That is a first for us in a very, I think it's been 4 or 5 years since I've had a Zonite that's copper bearing. So we will have another exotic out of this Paraiba family. But the truth is, remember, you can only call the blues, the greens, the blue greens, and the purples Paraibas. Everything else has to be considered a Cuprian albaite. This is going to be in that purple variety. So that's really, really important, and is going to be a lot less than even even $19.99. So come on in. I'm so glad. Tracy, I'm so glad you love your morganite you got. Oh, I remember it. It is beautiful. I'm glad you agree. And thank you so much for your kind and lovely words. That's so sweet. But we are ready. The purple Paraiba's got to go. And they all do. And again, it's a really fresh color. In some lights, I find that every time I'm in a different light environment, it tends to look a little bit different. Sometimes it gives more purple, sometimes it gives more pink. It really is just a matter of what kind of light you happen to be in at that moment. Remember, it is still neon. It's not just the blue-greens. The Paraibas and really all the copper element stones give you a factor of neon. So that does mean that you're going to get a lot more of that glow, so to speak, when it's in a lower light. So that's probably attesting to why you're seeing a little bit different colors sometimes, just depending on how or how much light you're in. But it's actually going to be better than $19, $18, $17.99. We're taking it even lower. It's not even $17.77. I'll blow it out truly, $1,699 on our purple Paraiba tonight. And again, the only one that's new, plus we have the yellow Zonite. I cannot get over that we have a Zonite that actually is going to be copper bearing as well. And it's an emerald cut. Wait till you see this. I'll give you a little sneak peek of it here as we await our next request. But see that? Oh my goodness, it's like a chartreuse color. So we'll see that coming up. And maybe, is this for Betty as well? Does she want something in a drop instead? You got it. Leave her back, drop earring. You got it, Betty. We've got only one other pair of Alexandrite earrings here. They're actually quite a bit of drop, and we'll show them to you. They're huge. They're absolutely huge. So we'll show those on the way. Coming up next, I can't wait. Betty, we're really excited about these Alexandrites you're asking for. These are fun. We don't get to see these very often. But $16.99 on our purple Paraiba. And thank you. Continue all the requests as you have them. Let's take a look at these up close first, because you know, I'm tempted to show them to you from far, far away, which I will, but the real truth of the matter is we got to see these up close to see all the detail and the design and all the different elements you have. And wow, these are what's going on. Why? Oh boy, these are going to go very quickly. Just sorry, I'm looking at the markdown. So we just marked these down, Betty, upon your request, just bringing them out. They got them marked down. I do want to show you this top portion here because there's actually a little crisscross knot action happening at the top. So just to see them from the sides, it'll give me a chance to give you a little more room here. And then let me show you the other. 112-1374 is the item number. This is a rarity for us. To get a drop earring, we got a little fancy here, because Alexandrites themselves are pretty fancy. So we've got the yellow and the white diamonds added to it. Great match on the stones. This is a lever back style, so there is a drop. There's a carat 21 in total weight of your Alexandrites, meaning a little over 60 points apiece. Then 48 points in the yellow, 126 in the white diamonds. Was that your request there, Wayne? And is that what she's looking for or not? Think about it. So here's the deal. I'm showing them anyways because they're already up here. They're not for Betty. So the thing is this, is what we're going to do is open them up to anybody who would like them, because I'm a little astounded at what we're doing in this markdown. I know it's not exactly the most inexpensive earring, because actually it was the most expensive earring we had in our inventory at one time, $19.99, or actually $19,999 rather. And that's because, well, there's also going to be about a carat 75 in diamonds in total. Pave every which way from the start to the bottom, the way the yellow and the white diamonds pave and twist around and then create still that beautiful halo of your matched Alexandrites. And the length of them is as follows. We're going to show you here because there's quite a dramatic movement that they give thanks to that length and that lever back and that O-ring. They're about 1 3/4 inches top to bottom. So 2 tones of gold as well, which I think really gives you an extra versatility here. They're not even $99.99 today. They're a lot better. And this, like I said, just got a markdown here because they weren't scheduled for the show. But we know how long they've been here. We know it's time. We know that if you're looking for something very special in an earring, obviously it's a little bit more unusual to see these stones matched, as we talked about earlier with the stud style we had, but they're not even $49.99. And that's what blows me away, because with that kind of diamond weight at a carat 3/4, yellow and white, and then you put it together in a lever back design, this should be absolutely more than, well, you say they start at 20 grand. So it's an important earring. But as we take another look at them up close, just realize they're not even going to be $49.99. We have got that additional markdown today. I'm going to show you again close up. They don't sit on their own, so forgive me. I got to hold one up for you. But it's actually going to be a lot more affordable. We're doing them for only $4,699. So $300 extra bonus discount on top of all the existing discounts you have right here. And then of course that yellow to white diamond pave work that is just sensational. So that's going to be one pair only. And again, not for Betty the requester. So that means it's open to anybody who would like them. So you've got a great chance to pick those up, and just a beautiful bright blue green. Again, look at the clarity on each one. So you're seeing that really stunning design. And here it is. Look at that. That's the other one. Just remarkable. And for those two, be able to witness a color change like blue green to red is just, it is. It's a bit of magic from Mother Nature. So we're loving those, and give us a call if you'd like them. And then here we go with our, now there's a slightly smaller Kunzite. For those of you that were admiring the 18 karat I had by request, that one's gone. But look at how amazing this is. This to me defines neon. And I'm going to ask you to look at something other than the ring and the stone. I'm going to ask you to look at the actual wheel in front of it. Because what's happening right here is the ultimate, look at that, that's neon. That is a neon glow happening right there. That is really, really important. The fact the stone is powerful enough to be able to do that and to give you that very special color you have, then to see these diamonds that are set up on the side like a trillion, but it's all round pave put together here. This is really, really special. And that's got the glow where it is, again, one of those rare cuts like the Asher, like the emerald cut. So stunning. And it's going to be, let's see here, item number is 1125560, and it's one only as well. We can change the gold color, so you've got that fabulous opportunity there, and it is really, really specialty. So let me try it on for you, and I'll polish up that side there. And here's what we're going to do. We've got one fabulous emerald cut that does the same thing the Asher cut did, which is really consistent, solid color all the way through, and that's what it does. Look how bright that is. Isn't that special? So that's going to be important, and it's got a really good price too. We can save you a bundle here. Take that $59.99 was price and make it a lot lower for an 11.5 carat with the 39 points in diamonds, and really fits and feels like a 3-stone ring. If you tend to like that classic kind of look, because of those trillion shapes on the side, it tends to look like one big trillion. If it was, those would be really, really expensive diamonds. So we instead put that perfect pave together, seamlessly set, so that you can really enjoy that 3-stone look, but without the expense of it, and really concentrate on the beauty and the rarity and the uniqueness of that stone. And that's what it is all about. And this stone, for that to look that good under the bright hot lights that it's in, only means you've got even more coming your way when you take a look at it in a normal light environment. We were talking about that earlier with the neon stones, and we've had a few already. Expect even more of that powerful color, the richer purples and blues to come through when you see it in a more typical kind of standard light environment, and yet it's not even $59.99. The first caller gets it. It's one only. Emerald cuts that usually are weaker in color through the midpoint of the stone. You can see here consistency throughout, and this is the one of a kind you get. We don't, obviously one of a kinds is what we specialize in here. It's pretty much all we have. So if you think, oh, that's a really pretty sample, I wonder what mine's going to look like. It's going to look exactly like this, but better, because you're probably going to be in a little lower light when you open that box. And yet it's not even $59.99 or half this price of $3,000. I just figured if you missed out on the Asher, here's a great way to go, maybe a little smaller, obviously similar cutting, but different. And we're going to make it only $1,999 only for one spectacular and really, really, truly tremendous Kunzite. So that's one only at $19.99. And then we're going to see, we have some Tanzanite discounts. I think we got to introduce you to the yellow diamond since we're already halfway through the first hour. We'll probably bring you that 301, and I know we've got the best value. That is really, really important. So really, really beautiful. So enjoy that value on everything tonight. I mean, whatever it is, that's why I encourage you to make requests, as a lot of you are doing already, is that you definitely want to call and make those requests, because we mark down everything for you. So it's really important. So let's get to it. The yellow diamond is here. And again, what I was telling you at the beginning of the show is that there have been a couple of new 3-carat yellow diamonds. There was a heart shape, there was an oval, and there was a cushion cut. And they all have very, very special pricing to them, because we are really the leader when it comes to, I mean, there's just really no bones about it. We're the leader when it comes to values in jewelry worldwide. I challenge anybody to find a better value in what we do. What we do is a little different than everyone else, and again, based on several factors. But when it comes to diamonds, we can truly bring you a better than wholesale price, which means that if that was your business and that's what you did for a living, you still wouldn't get a value like you do if you're at home in the comfort of your own home, shopping and having it delivered to your door. And this is really the beauty of it too, is that you get a chance on these really important items, just like every item, you get a chance to really evaluate it first. You get to really see what it's all about, evaluate it first and foremost, and then decide whether it's for you or not, because of our money back guarantee, which I think is nice on on every purchase, but especially with the more significant purchases you make. Now, this is the 3 carat 01. It has been here, and I never ever thought I would see this day, because back when it was actually marked down, and this started at $43,000, by the way, because it's an important, massive, fancy cut, but it's also got really important diamonds on the sides. We did a 3-stone style here, 2-tone gold, 18 karat as you might imagine, which it should be. But then it's about the importance of the diamonds that are beside it. There are fancy cut diamonds in their own right on the sides of the ring. And so what you're really going to enjoy about this is quite simple, the value, but it's got a lot of extras that even our 3 carats don't usually have. And take a look at what that does. That kind of shine. This is a cushion, but it's modified. So you see it's got a lot more faceting that really, it's almost like, imagine you had a cushion and an emerald cut coming together. It feels a lot like that combination. And again, our wheel's a little off. So again, it's one of those that's angled in an odd way. But 1112601, this goes back years that we've had this. And we basically, at this point, I mean, we had stopped bringing it out. Yes, question? Okay, so we'd stopped bringing it out because it was already marked down so much, and we figured, let's just maybe we save that diamond or what have you. Here's our 18 karat gold setting. When I saw this tonight, and I know I presented it a lot, and yet 43,000 is where it began, so 42,999. It had come down significantly over the last couple of years. And yet, VS material, those diamonds on the sides, 56 points, fancy cuts. Think of them like oblong kite cuts. They're not technically kite cuts, but they're similar. And that's what I call the obelisk cut. That's a really important elongated, but I love that it points into the stone. And then you have a dual setting. It's bezel set, it's prong set, and so are the white diamonds for that matter. They have a nice basket of white gold around them. But this is really what's so stunning about this, is that it's all about the value. And if you are somebody who, obviously we're a network that sells to all different types of people, from collectors to jewelry lovers to just passionate gem folks who are also just collectors of loose gems, but also resellers. And honestly, whatever category you happen to fall into, this is the value that you are going to take a lot of pride in wearing this and enjoying it every day, I hope, on your hand. But at the end of the day, it is worth so much more than where we're pricing it. So much more. And that is because it's got a brand new markdown. So come on in if you've been thinking about it. It's by far the most affordable 3 carat yellow diamond I've ever had, and likely ever will have, because it just is impossible. There's not a lot of leeway when it comes to diamonds. Diamonds hold their value. They actually go up in value over time, especially the colors of diamonds, like the yellows. We've seen them expand in price tags because why? The Argyle mine shut down a couple years ago, so they've been tougher and tougher and tougher to get. And of course, that's where you go for quality. There are other mines for colored diamonds across the world, but they're not producing a high quality necessarily. And so you really have even fewer stones available. If you're like us, and I know you are, where you really demand a certain quality, it's tough to get them. So here's your chance, where it's not $43,000. It's not even that. Remember when way back it was reduced to $20,000, but it was still hanging out. So now we get to bring it down to this. It's I don't even know what the proper word is really to describe what kind of value this is, besides using expletives, and I try not to. You know, it's live TV, and you know, we're trying to be kind here. But this is one of those where it's that kind of value. It's just a big moment for a diamond lover, and this is what it looks like from the inside. Finished on the inside entirely. You can't even dirty that stone from the back, so even if you're wearing that every day, all you need to do is give it a nice little, cleaning from the front, little soap and water cleaning every now and then to keep the top surface, but you can't get that diamond dirty because it's not even an open basket. It's solid. And then you've got all of this. Remember, 18 karat gold, look how thick that band is. Let me show it on. Listen, there's a reason it's 37 minutes into the show, and I'm bringing this out. And it has everything to do with the fact that the later I wait to show it, the more and more people are going to be upset that they missed it, because it is that kind of value. And maybe you just buy it and turn around and resell it. That's okay by me. We don't have those restrictions where we're never here to say you can't do that. If that's how you choose to do it, that's fine. But we are dedicated to our TVON family. We could easily take that downtown tomorrow and do the same. Resell it, turn it around, especially the longer you have it, the more it's worth, right? We're not doing that. We still craft these pieces lovingly for you. Every piece has that tender love and care poured into it for you. You are our TVON family. You're why we do this. You're why we work tirelessly around the clock to bring you jewelry like this, and then bring you values where it's not even $15,000. And that already surpasses every value I've had on a 3 carat diamond in recent memory. Look at that stone. It's been a while, I know, since back in the day I had one 4 carat diamond ever on this show. That was many, many years ago. Now you're seeing that beautiful way that it's almost like water falls through that stone. Of course, if it didn't have great clarity like a VS quality, it would not do that. You've got all of that play, and yet what a secure setting. You do not have to worry. You just wear it. Diamonds are tough anyways, right? You can't hurt them. They're the hardest natural substance on earth. You can't hurt a diamond. But it's nice to know what you can do is sometimes if you knock it, the diamond won't go anywhere, but sometimes we've all been there where sometimes a prong gets off, and if a prong gets misshapen, suddenly your diamond can actually pop out. And then suddenly you look down, we've all been there, right? Where a diamond is gone. And you never want that to happen on any diamond, but let alone a 3 carat. That's why I'm saying this dual setting is really invaluable when you think about how secure that is. So again, don't ever worry about that because that is locked into a fortress of gold and the prongs. So you've got 2 different settings to make sure that stone is not going anywhere, plus the white diamonds on the side, which remember, those are almost 1/3 of a carat each, and they're fancy cuts, and they're VS diamonds, and they're white diamonds, so really valuable there. And it's not even 15,000 or 14 or 13 or 12. We have never done this before on a 3 carat diamond. We would be hard pressed to do this on a 2 carat diamond, and that's a whole different category. It's a big diamond too. We love our 2s, but there's nothing to compare. You can't compare 2s and 3s. You know diamonds are on an exponential scale. You know as they get bigger, even by 1 point, the value grows exponentially. So you can't do this, and yet I'm doing this, and it's not 12,000 or 11,000 or, oh my goodness, it's not even $10,000. This is really happening. It's real life. It's a pinch me moment, but dial and then pinch yourself and find out it's real life. It's $99.99 for one caller to get this piece in solid 18 karat gold, and that's what it does. And that has got to be, out of everything I show you from here on out, not tonight, but all time, that's got to be one of the values we will stand proud. And we will absolutely be, I'll be reminiscing about this value for many, many years to come, because there's just no way. You can't put 3 carat yellow diamonds available for sale for $99.99, and this one is. And you're talking about some very important diamonds beside it and a lot of 18 karat gold. So I will give that 30 seconds and we'll see who's got it. I never thought I would see the day that came below 15,000, but it's happening right here, right now, tonight. So that's something I wanted to share with you on the early side so that you can take advantage of it if you would like to. So very important piece there at $99.99, and only just that one. So let me know if you'd like to have it. And then of course you still have, despite that value, coming down to that kind of low, it's still going to be that money back guarantee. So keep that in mind. I mean, you'd think anywhere else you save money like that, it's going to be final sale, all of that. Not here, not today. So $99.99, make sure you grab that and we'll see who's got it. And then we've got a ruby value. You've got some major markdowns. This is what we do on Monday nights. It's why you kind of got to set some time aside. Make sure that when the calendar turns to Monday, you get a big smile on your face because you know Monday night you're going to see some of the best values at TVON you've ever seen in your lifetime, and that's one of them. Now we talked about platinum and ruby coming up next, and a ruby that looks like it could pass for a red diamond is item number 1124355. It's really happening, guys. $99.99. We'll see who's got it. Then take a look at my, yeah, it really is. If any ruby could pass for a red diamond, it would be this very stone. 1124355 in platinum. Oh, what a stone, what a stone. And look at that color and that round cut. Yes, and it's still over a carat in size, even though it is a round, so we love that too. And it's going to be baguette diamonds and rounds. And do you have the yellow diamond? Congratulations. Let me know who got it when you know. And we knew that would go. What did I tell you, Tony? I mean, I told Tony before the show, an hour before the show, I said, Tony, I have the best value I've ever had. And watch how quickly this goes. I mean, I felt like, yeah, I feel like I'm just doing a magic trick here. I should be on stage in Vegas at a casino, right? Like, I feel like I'm working magic here. It's magic deals. I mean, that is really what this show should be called, is Monday Magic, because of the markdowns, and you've seen it. Now we're talking about a ruby. Oh, so fine. You know how rare it is to actually have a round cut and still have a carat weight that exceeds 1 carat in size? It's happening right now. And with that diamond weight, 99 points in diamond, stays as is because it's in platinum. So I know we're going to have to make you suffer by keeping it in platinum. Isn't that terrible? Oh, you're going to have to live with the platinum. Oh, terrible. Oh my goodness, I just knocked the camera. There it is. So here we go, guys. I'm going to try it on for you. I was going to zoom back, but I just want to try it on first because I think what we need to do is show you the side profile, because it is like the ballerina style. Do you know that's why we call it the ballerina style? It almost looks like a little tutu, right? When you see how from the sides, look from this direction, it goes up and down, up and down. It's like a scallop from the side. So it gives you some angles to love with those beautiful tapered baguettes. I mean, really stunning material. It's got a markdown. It was $69.99. It's one only as well. So yep, that's the stone you get. That's the piece you get. We just need to know your size, and then it's arriving ready to wear. So look at that one. It is just gleaming and glowing, and that's what's so rare. It's rare to get any clarity in a ruby, let alone a sparkle and a brilliance out of your ruby. It's happening right now. You're getting sparkle, you're getting brilliance. It is incredible. And it's not going to be $69.99. You've got a better value coming your way. So please don't wait. And again, stays as is. You just tell us the size, whatever. It could be a gift idea. Think about the ruby, and traditionally a stone that's given to a loved one because it's the color of love, right? And a July birthstone, by the way, just one of our finer examples of ruby material that you have here, and it's not going to be even close to $3,500, which is already 50% off. We love a good 50% off sale. It's going lower than that. It's not even going to be $35,000, or are you ready for this? It's not even going to be $3,000. In platinum with a really, this is why we call it the ballerina style. Technically all halos now are called ballerina style, but really for me it's the baguette mountings that look like that frilly feminine like ruffle of a tutu design all the way around. So just kind of like the diamonds are dancing around your ruby, and it's not even $3,000 or $2,500. Even better value right now, not even $2,000. It's $19.99, as is in the platinum with all those gorgeous diamonds around it. And by the way, Jason, may I ask who got that just so I can thank them? Shirley, congratulations on that one. Congratulations. You are going to adore that ring. And I think, yeah, she's going to ever feel like she's got a crown on her head at the same time that she wears that ring, because she's like the queen of shopping the values, right? She just scored the value of a lifetime. And now we've got the ruby. We'll see who's got it. And then I do have a Congolese pink tourmaline, which is pretty rare. And then we do have some unheated Tanzanite I thought we'd bring out. Yes, Jess has got this one. Congratulations. But speaking of new, we also have those Brazilian new finds. Oh, and by the way, if you want something really special from the museum, I do happen to have this heart shape that I want to let you know. I told you about it at the beginning of the show. We are going to have affordable Paraibas in 15 minutes, but this one is what looks like a heart-shaped Paraiba, but it's a pair. But don't worry, we set around the double halo in the hearts. So from a distance, when this is on the hand, it is absolutely the look of a heart-shaped stone. It is 1124018. It's leaning a little bit, but wait till you see it on the hand, because it is absolutely spectacular. I know you can't deny the clarity and the glow and the neon that stone has. You cannot deny it. But here's our 224. Wowza, that's a big size. 224 in a Paraiba that's got swimming pool blues and greens. Like the swimming pool that you just like at that fancy 5-star resort that you waited like a lifetime to get to, and you were just so excited, and then you get to your room and you overlook and you see down at that crystal sparkling pool, and you want to just jump right in from the balcony, right? Just dive into that pool and feel refreshed. That's what this stone, can you imagine having that feeling every time you look down at your hand? There is something almost supernatural about this stone. I'm a big fan. It's my favorite stone in the world. I've seen them all, and yet there's just something very unique about Paraibas, and when they get into their highest level, there really is nothing like them. And that's what this gives, plus that really big size, which is important. You don't see many 224s, and anything over 2 carats is considered massive. So we're excited to bring this one down in price as well, with a carat 35 and your white diamonds around it. We'll show it to you on the hand here, because that's really important. I want to make sure that point is made about, sure, it's a pear shape, because I don't have any huge heart-shaped Paraibas, but it really does maintain the look because of the way the mounting is built around it. Custom, by the way. It's a custom double halo heart shape mounting with the diamonds continuing down the sides. So you get that important look there, and yet all that really is the headline here, the brightness, the neon. We're bringing this one down as well. Started at $39,999. A true $40,000 TVON ring, and I guess I didn't give 4018, which I didn't because I got so excited and carried away by the stone. I forgot an important part. There's an item number. Oh yeah, we need to give you the item number. 4018 and the 224, which is coming down to a new price right here, right now. And you're gonna love it. And the diamond weight is 135, so it's impressive. Lots and lots of classic style still. And you know what? I got a new price tag that's not going to be $39,999 any longer. We got a huge value coming your way. It's a great night for collectibles on clearance. That's really what's happening. It's another little name we could call this. By the way, we had those Paraiba earrings from earlier. I think they're still here. If you want to pick up the $9.99 pear-shaped Paraiba earrings, they were $9.99. Just saying. This one is going to be a lot better than $39,999. How do we do this? When you had 224s that if anybody has, and I would advise you do the same if you're lucky enough to have some, keep them, hold on to them. No matter who offers you what, hold on to those stones. You don't want those stones going anywhere because they're not done. If you think, but they're huge price tags right now. The value's through the roof. What am I ever going to have that's more high value than a Paraiba? Well, just wait, because it's getting more and more high value by the day. We are all just in amazement. We've never really seen, and there have been a lot of collectible gems in this world, we've never seen any gem elevate in value the way Paraiba is. That's why you want to make sure, keep your stones if you have them. Keep them if you have them. Make sure you wear them with a lot of pride. Make sure that you get them and keep them and love them. And you know what? Wear it every day if you want to, because it's got that durability. Despite its rarity, it's got plenty of durability to wear all the time. But it's not going to be $39,000. And it's not going to be $20,000 either. We're making this one a brand new price tag. And one of, also, like our yellow diamond, one of the more significant values we've ever seen on this rare collectible stone that is not going to be $29,000, not $20,000, not $19,000. I know these are a little more high end, but they're worth every penny and more. Because right now you realize we're at a fraction of the per carat price on this stone. Per carat, conservatively, $60,000, $70,000, $80,000, kind of just depending on who you ask and how big your stone is. Well, this being a bigger stone compared to what mostly is available, this is one of those upper tier $80,000, $90,000, $100,000 per carat stones. And I know we can do that math. If it was just conservatively $80,000, you're talking about what should be easily 200 grand. We're at 19,000, and I'll do better. We're going to take this low. It is crazy beautiful. It is one of the collectible stones to own. People ask me every day, what's the stone you recommend the most if I can just get one great stone? What should I get? It's Paraiba. Paraiba or yellow diamonds. Honestly, the two, any fancy diamond really, but the yellows are on fire right now. The Paraibas are incredible. It just so happens some of our best values tonight are those two stones, and we're going to bring this down to only $14,999. It's been a price that has seen much smaller stones get a great home very quickly. And now we've got a huge stone at 2¼ carats almost. And of course, that's going to set us up nicely because in 9 minutes, we're going to bring you those more affordable Paraibas I mentioned. We have 4 pieces only. There will be pear shapes and ovals, and actually 2 of each. We'll have 2 pear shapes and 2 ovals to choose from. And Jess, who got that ruby? Thank you, Betty. Enjoy it. That wasn't Betty, the same gal who was thinking about Alexandrites, was it? It was? Oh, that's great. So that's nice. She's shopping for something tonight. We may not have had what she needed in Alex earrings, but we found her a great ruby, and that's wonderful. Well, Betty, you'll enjoy it. You'll love it. So it's a beautiful stone. And let's get a move on from our Paraiba at $14,999. Now, I do have this new find. If you're new to this or new to the last couple of days, we have this Brazilian material. Yes, it is Brazilian. There's a new find. We've seen some new fine stones out of the Congo, and now we're seeing some new fine stones out of Brazil. And this is one of those stones where we don't know yet. It's so new and so fresh, and there's only been a few stones coming out of the ground so far, and we got them all. We don't know copper content or not, but we know it's 1126159. It's a pear shape that's 82 points, so just a what we call a light 1 carat, and then you have 70 points in diamonds surrounding it. And we decided, this is usually a 2-tone mounting. We decided to go all white gold here, but hey, you know what? If you know what I'm talking about, where we do the yellow and the white gold and you prefer it, we can do that for you. Or if you want all yellow or all rose for that matter, we can do that as well. But you're getting 70 points in diamonds on this one. And you are having the halo first, then some bigger bezel sets, then some more pave. It really gives you a lot of detail all the way around. You see all the way 3/4 of the way till that sizing bar in the back. And that is one remarkable stone for clarity. And then you've got a little rope texture top and bottom. So it's detail every situation, I mean, every little moment of that ring, right? Every little nuanced detail from the different setting styles of the diamonds to the workmanship you have of the fabulous mill grain, which is that texture you see that makes that gold. itself look kind of fiery. It almost looks like where there are no diamonds, there are, because the mill grain creates a little bit of texture to the gold. Then you've got the rope texture, something different there on the top and the bottom. So it just really makes it, it's a very detailed style, but I know you want to see it on because it's a really wide ring. And so you're probably asking, is it going to be too sizable? Well, you do have to like a bigger ring if you like this one. That's going to be for certain. You want a little, you know, it's a wider style, but it's comfortable and it's still going to be true to size. So pick the size you normally wear, but it's also going to be huge value. And this has got the blue greens that we see so often from Paraibas. And who knows, we'll find out at some point, maybe indeed it is Paraiba that means copper bearing versus just tourmaline. But we need a value, don't we? New right now, not going to stop me from discounting it. We're going to make it oh so interesting right away. And it's not going to be, how about this? $49.99, forget about it. That's still, you know, a fraction of what we did on our heart shape or pear shape that wants to be a heart shape. But we're taking a pear shape here that has got a lot of dynamic color to it, a beautiful blended blue and green, about 60% blue, 40%, or rather, switch that, reverse it. It's about 60% green and 40% blue. And this one's not even going to be $2,000. I'll make it $19.99. Only just that one. So, yep, from $49 to $19.99. Should get that one a great home. I certainly hope so. Hope it does, hope it will, and it should at $19.99 just for even the mounting. That would be quite the remarkable value there. So, huge opportunity, $19.99 only. Let me know if you like it. And then we're going to be marching on here. We got a lot to show you today. It's going to be, again, we've got about 2 hours left. And don't forget, more Paraibas are on the way. We're going to bring you 4 incredible affordables coming up. So if you've ever wanted one or know somebody who is, make sure you're with us at the top of the hour to see what that's all about. And then as far as affordable is concerned, I do have something really affordable in the tourmaline family today, and it's a pendant, and we'll show you that here shortly. And then also, because we want to keep everybody engaged, we got something for everybody. We really do. And this is its counterpart, another tourmaline, but we're going to stay with the pinks. And you know what's amazing about this one? It looks a lot like the pink tourmaline with the pinky purple hues that we see out of copper bearing. And look at this. A diamond right there up top, which is interesting because looks to me like they made it a little extra fancy, does it not? Do you guys want to check? Because this says white diamond specifically on the information. That is quite clearly a yellow diamond. And that's what makes it so unique. And I don't want to really change anything now because the price is going to allow me. Let's just hope we factor in a white diamond price because it's a good size stone. And you're going to get item number 1126330. So if there's an intention of this being a white diamond, somebody better let me know because it's definitely a yellow diamond now. But if this is a yellow diamond that's going to dress this up, well, that's even better because you're going to pay a lot less than you should because we all know that yellow diamonds cost more than white diamonds. So here's your deal. It's a pink tourmaline at the base. This is a beautiful, wearable, classic style pendant. We put in that double split bail. You get that, what's otherwise known as the rabbit ear bail. And then you've got a really precious tourmaline right there at the base. That's a pink variety. It's going to be a more, again, pinky, not quite rubellite, little bit of purple mixed in. So a really nice blend of saturated color for you. Plus, it's a good size stone. It's a carat 10 minimum. We've only got a couple to go around, and it's got that diamond accent. So we normally would just leave this with the bail and the stone. This time around, you're getting that diamond as an extra here, and it's going to be our fabulous. That's a diamond that's a one-pointer. I just need to know if that's supposed to be a yellow diamond or a white diamond. Either way, I want to make sure because it says white diamond. So if that's the intention, here's what we're going to do. We've got a great value coming your way, and I'll tell you, this is one specialty piece. And really having that bail is so nice too because you get the yellow, the white, or the rose. Obviously chose the yellow here based on the yellow diamond that we use, but also the basket, the prongs, that's all going to be your choice of. So you do get to choose what you want to do there, but I would really say the yellow gold, there's a richness about it with the pinky tone you have in the tourmaline. I think that it works really, really well, obviously, with that diamond as well. And you're going to get this one for a heck of a deal. Some might say a complete steal, as a matter of fact, because this is one of those wearable styles and not meant to be oversized where it's limiting, because some of our pendants, we even saw some over the weekend, some really big masterpieces that are more statement styles. You're probably not just throwing it on and running your errands during the day. It's a little more of a dressy occasion piece. This one's really meant to be just put it on and wear it. Leave it on. Wear it all the time. Let it be part of your signature style and signature look. But here's what we'll do for you. It's got an $8.99 price tag. We're going to make it a lot lower. We know this is an important and rare stone. It's got some of the best bright, rich color. It's not a regular pink, and I love a regular pink. Do not get me wrong. I love a good classic, you know, girly pink, but this is more of that richer raspberry tone, which is why I say pinks and purples together. Great diamond presence on it. Yellow, white, or rose. I really like the yellow gold. I think that's probably where you want to leave it. I've got a measurement for you from top to bottom, and that's going to be a little more than a half an inch. I would say about 5/8 of an inch there, top to bottom, including the bail. And your favorite chain, going to go right through that top portion of the bail. Let me show it on the neckline so you can see it from a distance away. Just get you another look at what that's all about size-wise. Again, meant to be the piece you live in, the piece you wear, the piece you enjoy every day, even layer it up. Whether you're wearing it higher or lower, well, that's depending on the chain you're going to use. But we want to make sure it's affordable, and $8.99, I don't dub affordable enough to get this one at home. So let's make it even better. Right here, right now, sending it out in a hurry, and it's not even $7.99 or $6.99. Want to make sure that we have our top of the hour ready to go for you. It's only about 30 seconds, actually 90 seconds away from our big Paraiba wheel that we are going to delight you with. But this one cannot be even $500 if we're going to get this job done. This one got to go. And look at how pretty that is. A classic style, $4.99. Seems to be a sweet spot of fine jewelry right now. You kind of hit the jackpot if you're under $500 on anything in fine jewelry these days. We're taking it much lower, significantly so. You're not spending $4.99 for a gorgeous pink tourmaline. For those of you that missed it earlier, we had in the very beginning of the show, we had a really pretty pinky purple tourmaline that was copper bearing. That's still here. It would actually be a really good match. This one, not necessarily copper bearing, but it's got a lot of those similar tones of color to it as well. So think about it. You can go either way. You can still, if you want to see that purple pink Paraiba again, I'm happy to show it. It was under $2,000, and actually this one's not even $4.99. We'll make it $399 only. That is it. $3.99 for a gorgeous tourmaline with a yellow diamond right up top there. And then we do have, speaking of tourmalines and yellows, we do have a copper bearing Zonite, which is that chartreuse color later on. Can't wait. And then our top of the hour is just moments away. The Paraiba wheel of a lifetime. We've had the big heart shape, yes. We've had the new find out of Brazil, but now we're going to bring you copper bearing stones at the most affordable price tag we have in all of our inventory. In rings, 4 options. We're going to have a lot of fun with that, and I would highly advise dialing in early because they are not going to last. We know that. All right, so 2 ovals and 2 pear shades coming up for our big top of the hour. I'm so glad you're with us, and this is a great pendant to pick up at $3.99. If you would like to have it, that's a really good one there. Some dazzling clarity. Tourmalines are not supposed to be that clean, but this one is, and it's a good one there. All right, so I'm going to set you up with our top of the hour, then we'll welcome everybody to the show because I want to get you started here with our options, and we're starting here, and these are all honest to goodness copper bearing stones. Oh my gosh, we're in the bridge here to start, which is wonderful. And what a piece that is, the big stone in the bridge. And then I'm going to show you our 2 ovals front to back here, and then we'll add our pear shapes in. That's the bridge. Now here you can see, and this is what I love about having them together, is that whatever your preference is, actually, you know what, we'll put this in front because that bridge, as wide as it is not going to be quite as wide as our double halo design. And you can see right then and there, with just 2 examples so far, you can see that some have more green blue, some have more blue green, and really it's a personal preference thing. Obviously, you like what you like, and that's good, and there's no wrong way to go. And then we have 2 stunning pear shapes to bring. Isn't that the pear shape I had over the weekend that I didn't show you for $79.99? Yeah, it is. So before you think, wait a minute, I know that affordability has a different definition when it comes to Paraiba, because there's a lot of people in this world that would see a Paraiba for $100,000 and say, that's affordable. And they're right. It just depends on how big it is and where you're shopping. This stone has a pedigree to it. And it hasn't been around all that long, but it hasn't taken all that long to give it some of the most remarkable value and heritage we've ever seen. Welcome to the show. It's the top of the hour. We're glad you're with us tonight. It's a Monday night. We're live from Los Angeles. My name is Lauren Blair, and this is TVON, and we've got 2 hours left. And what a way to kick it off with a really special wheel of 4 incredible rings, all Paraibas, yes, copper-bearing stones. Nothing short of copper bearing and manganese. These are some of the neon glowy blue greens. Of course, different options you have here depending on what you like, but these are going to be spectacularly priced. Do have to warn you ahead of time, they're not going to last, and we know that because there's a huge markdown, but it's also the fact they're one of a kind. When they're gone, nothing we can do about it. That is what's going to make this so key to dialing in early, especially since I know you have a preference. Of the 4 you're seeing here, altogether, there's probably 1 or 2 that you might like more than the others, and that's where it becomes critical to be on the phone lines because, like I said, a lot of you are going to shy away because we could easily say $100,000 is affordable for Paraiba, and it is. Depending on where you're shopping and what you're looking at and what size stone it is, that's a very affordable price tag. If you get anything under 6 figures, then it gets really, really low for Paraiba, but we have a different standard of value here at TVON, don't we know it? And we are so proud of what we were able to bring. Just even to bring them in general at all is very much a point of pride. That's a big bragging rights moment that we have Paraibas, and we're actually putting them up for sale. But the difference with what we do here is we make them not just affordable by Paraiba standards worldwide, but affordable by our standards of value, which is really the next step up. So are you ready for this? We're going to need your calls here quickly because, again, if you wait, you might miss out. We don't want that to happen because trust me when I tell you, as someone who stands up here every single day just about and shows you Paraibas on a regular basis, this is a superstar value. And for anybody who thought, I'm never going to be able to afford one, I don't think I'm ever going to get one, I'll just sit at home and admire them from afar, that change happens now. That turnaround happens now because we're talking about incredible stones. Now let me walk you through carat weights just to give you a little idea because they are all under a carat, but those are still remarkable sizes to get in the world of Paraiba. We don't expect these to be large. And you've got 35 points here. Center stone, 35 points. That's the only one that's got a lot, I would say more 60-40 green to blue. That's the 35 pointer with 63 points in diamonds. Then we go up front to the oval. That would be the oval in the bridge. That's a 44 pointer with 82 points in diamonds. Now for our pear shapes. Did you notice this one's got pink diamonds around it? How pretty is that? 23 points plus 22 points in the pink diamonds, 86 points in the white diamonds. Yes, you are getting over a carat in diamond weight here, and this is a more elongated pear shape and really showing the clarity. And so that's our smaller of the stones, but it's got pink diamonds and white diamonds in abundance. And then here is the other pair, the 40 pointer with 76 points. I think that was $79.99 over the weekend. Yes, it was. We're going to do better than $79.99, which is, again, ironic because that's affordable for Paraiba. And I'm sorry, it just is. Certain stones cost more money than other stones. We know that. Just like I love a good amethyst. Don't get me wrong, I wear them every day of my life. I love amethyst. I probably have more amethyst jewelry than I do anything else. But I love it. I wear it because it's significant and symbolic for me. But let's face it, there are certain stones that just are not worth as much as other stones. And we can still love them, and we know they're still beautiful, and they're still available in different qualities. But we know that other stones, like Paraiba, are some of the rarest stones you can get on the planet Earth, except, oh, you can't anymore. Okay? We know that Brazil and Mozambique and Nigeria, the 3 ever sources that were only discovered back in 1989. So it hasn't been around all that long. So there are stones that are around for a lot longer, like most, and they're still being mined all over the world. Here, only 3 sources. First in Brazil, 1989 was that discovery. The 2 other sources were out of Africa. It was Mozambique and Nigeria, and that's been it. And so obviously we're hopeful that maybe this new Brazilian deposit could be. We don't know yet, so we will hold off on that. But this is where you get affordability, and we only have 1 caller, and trust me, they're going low to the point where, how about this? What if I make them lower with the Paraibas in the middle? Then you would pay for the mounting by itself without the Paraiba, because we do sell semi-mounts. And if you wanted any of those mountings, they would cost you more than what we're doing here on the entire ring tonight. It's part of this value of a wheel. When you know you see them on a wheel together, that means there's a tremendous markdown. And so that's what's happening right now, where you're not paying $79, $69, $59, $49, even $39.99. Remarkable for any one of those, and we're starting to get busy on the phone lines. Gee, I wonder why. Because this is a value, and those mountings are not lacking. These are mountings that house some of the most important stones in the world. That's why they're here with Paraiba. They're bridge mountings, classic mountings, double halo mounting. This is all white diamonds. This is pink and white. Which way do you want to go? Obviously, it gets a little more exotic if you get the pink and the white diamonds together. But if I tell you they're under $3,000, we're going to lose our minds here. We're going to have a major moment on the phone lines, and I don't have operators. One of everything. Tell me which one you got once you're verified. So we can't oversell. We can't do that, right? We know that. We can't oversell them. We can sell what's here. Oh, by the way, every one of them can be changed in the gold color except for one, and you can probably guess which one. The one with the pink diamonds and the white diamonds has got to stay in the rose and the white. Everything else, you get a choice of white gold, yellow gold, or rose gold. So this is a moment. Tony, do we like $3,000 or $29.99? Right there, I think we've satisfied that whole most affordable option in Paraibas here. But we're not doing $29.99 either. And this is where I anticipate the phone lines are going to go a little bit crazy. And they're not $29.99. This is amazing. It just is genuine copper and manganese content stones that are all in that blue-green family and category, that all have that glow. In lesser light, they give you more color, more clarity, more glow. And yet they're not even $29. They're not even $19.99. This is where things really get silly. And I'm telling you, I told you earlier, it's not just affordable by Paraiba standards, it's affordable bar none for the standards of any piece of jewelry. This is still fine jewelry with solid gold, VS diamonds, including one with pink and white diamonds. And yet they're affordable by any measure, by any standard at all. Take a look. They're not even $19.99. Let's keep going. I want to make sure every single one of them goes. Now, do you already have a favorite there, Wayne? And what we can do is try them on as you ask for them, give you all those details again and again so you know what you're getting, because I know on wheels it can be confusing because there's a lot going on up there. But these are the ones to own, and they're not 19, and they're not 1888. My goodness, I want to make sure they all go because they really have to. There's only one option here. They either stay or they go. And at this point, if they stay, we can't show them again because we've already brought them down to a below cost price. They already are, by the way. And I think my challenge is going to be, can I take them lower? Because if they don't sell, that's a shame. And we can't be having that when we bring pieces this unbelievably affordable. So what we're going to do instead is bring it a lot lower than 1888. I'm going to keep on going, and this is where, again, you never know where I'm going to stop because I don't know where I'm going to stop, okay? True story. It's why these shows are live, because sometimes you just don't know what any given evening requires. But I know this. I have to sell every single one of these rings up here. And it should be the easiest thing that a jewelry shopping host should ever have to do is sell Paraibas for like no money. But if it hasn't happened yet at 1888, it just means I've got to take you to a deeper discount, and we've got to make sure they all go. And remember, remarkable diamond mountings on all of them. Big diamond weights on all of them. There is not one here that isn't special or precious in its own right. We're below the price of the mounting, and I think that has really kind of sunk in at home because our lines are starting to get really, really busy. And they will stay busy, but of course the problem is what I have up there is what I have up there. Those are the stones you receive. Those are the stones you get. And when they're gone, there's nothing else I can do about it except bring you other Paraibas for $15,000, which we did earlier. We had a 2-carat 24 for 15 grand. If that suits your budget, it's a fabulous way to go. If it doesn't, this is a fabulous way to go because they're not 18, they're not $17.99. I'm gonna keep on going. Whatever it takes. And operators, please let me know which one you're getting, and then I'll go ahead and let everyone else know at home what's going out. Yes. You're loving the middle and the front. That's the bridge mounting. That's the oval. That's item number 1112831. Let me try it on. That one may be gone already. I would highly, you can say sold whenever, by the way, and you will still get the lowest price because I'm not done discounting. There it is on the hand. That's the bridge. That's the 44-pointer, 82 points in diamonds, and choose your gold on that one. And if you have a favorite, Jason, let me know. They're not $17.99. $17.77. That's not your price either. It comes down to this, guys. Is that going to get them all out the door? Not yet. We need 2 more callers, it looks like, at least. Let's make it even easier. I don't know why this is necessary when we've got one of the world's rarest stones, one of the most expensive stones in the world, and yet here they are selling for less than the price of the mounting by themselves. I mean, I can't imagine. There are opportunities sometimes where we'll say, if you ever need that mounting, take it and do whatever you want with the stone. The stone is far more valuable than the VS diamonds and the gold. And that is saying something because I think we all know where VS diamonds and gold are valued at these days. So to say that that's not where you're winning based on the center stone, and the discount on the center stone is what's so magnificent here, because I spent a lot of my career selling loose stones more than I sold finished jewelry for the first decade of doing this. And even back then, when still there was some mining happening, Paraibas were still more money then. And that was before they were mined out. Now they're mined out. That's why they go up in price and value all the time. We're not doing 17, 16.99. How about 15.99? Let's make them more affordable. We've got to do it. Every single one's got to go, and they will. Is the oval already gone in the bridge? Maybe. It sounds like we're verifying on that one. Let's just take them lower. I told you we got to get every single one out the door, and I'm already losing money, and by a mile. These are our best values, and it's not going to be $15.99. Take whichever one you want. Money back guarantee. If you've never shopped here before, this would be a wonderful place to start. An incredible value and a great way to start your collection. It might be all you need in your collection. And the oval in the middle and the bridge is already gone, spoken for, and it's not $15.99 per piece. Take any one of them you'd like, and we'll make them $1,499 a piece. And for 60 seconds, and that one's already spoken for. So congratulations. Now we have 2 pear shapes and 1 oval to go. And there they are. Reminder, the left side you see has pink diamonds and white diamonds and an abundance of them. And then you've got the other pear shape if you want to keep it classic, with the other pear shape with the double halo of all the white diamonds. And then, of course, your bright gleaming. I love that color. That color specifically with the green blue that's in the middle oval, that is outstanding, isn't it? $14.99 for 30 more seconds, and that's all we got with that wheel, and they should all be gone. And I've got all the carat weights for you. You can recap those again if you missed it. But 23-pointer over here, that's with the pink and the white, so that's going to be the smaller stone, but you get a lot more diamond weighted over a carat and pink and white together. Then you've got your pear shape over here. Now, Jason, did you pick up a Paraiba or something else? All right, so here we go, guys. Last call, 15 seconds, and our lines are busy. Yes? Pear shape on the right. The classic white diamond halo, double halo, 112, 1778. I'll try that on for you. That's going to be our 40-point stone. Now, it's a little bit smaller than what I wear, so I'm going to pop it on my pinky here for you, but easily to size, no problem there. And look at that. That's going to be the 40-point pear-shaped stone in the middle. And then you've got 76 points in diamonds around it, double halo and diamonds continuing down the sides as well. So that's really important. All together, one of our best, and it's $14.99. And you can change the gold color on this one. Remember, the only one that's got to stay as it is would be the pear shape you see on the left side of your screen, because it has the pink and the white diamonds, so it's the rose and the white gold together. So that's really important, and I would really just enjoy them. $14.99. So that's going to be it. You let me know which one you like, the oval, the pear shapes. It's up to you, but this is really, really important. And $14.99. Let me know if you have any of those. I know Jess is verifying on the pear shape on the right side. I still am amazed. What's that? Sure, the middle one as well. That's going to be the oval, and here's what it looks like on the hand, 1122497. Take a look at that one. There's the oval. I love that color. It's still blues and greens. It's not only green. It's blues and greens together, but it's got the green and then the blue, and that's going to be, I would just say 60-40 on that one, about 60% green and 40% blue, and that's, it's one of my favorite colors. I have a lot of Paraibas in my own collection, and this is one of my absolute favorites, is that really just, I call it like a spearminty blue-green. It's just so incredible, and that also has, what was it, 63 points in diamonds on that one. So 63 points, and then that stone in the center, 35. So that's the second largest. Here's the largest stone left. Here's the second largest. This is the smaller one, but it's got the pink and the white diamonds. And here we go. So final call. I know we still have busy lines. Pear shape on, did you say left or right? Right side. Okay, so Jess, did you decide which one you want? Pear shape? Okay, so the pear shape on the right is gone. Congratulations on that one. And then we leaves us with 2 left. 2 left, and we're not going to leave them here, I don't think, are we? Let's take a look. I'll zoom in a little bit closer. Just going to put them smaller to larger here, from left to right. Love those big. Those are big pink diamonds. What did we tell you? 20, wasn't it 20 points there on the pink diamonds that you have in that first halo? And that's going to be 112-1779. Might as well bring up the graphics. It makes it a little easier to see now that we're down to just 2, and then we'll see who's got either one of those. But again, a little more spearminty green blue on the left, and that's going to be 1779. That's our 23, rather the oval. I guess I'm giving you the pear shape first, so no problem. There's the pear shape, which is going to have the really remarkable diamond weight. The diamond weight is 22 on the pink and 86 in the white. So well over a carat and beautiful. So it really is a special, special wheel, and what a price, right? $14.99 to get either one. The oval, by the way, is item number 112-2497. And $14.99. Oval pear. You let me know which one you like. I still can't believe that pear shape. Those are major pink diamonds that you have there in halo number 1. And please continue to get requests in. We are just already getting towards that halfway point of our Monday night. Want to make sure we have all your requests taken care of. It's a great night to make those. We do have a bright, brilliant Mandarin, and just two left, $14.99 for either one. Your choice of the right side stays in the gold color. It's in gold colors, and then of course the left side you can change up if you would like to. And then we do have a Congolese pink tourmaline, and then also our yellow chartreuse color in the copper bearing. Yes. Oh, really? Were they shopping just now? Oh, wonderful. Hi there. Did they get the bridge and the oval and the pear? The oval and the bridge, rather? It's been a long couple of days of baseball, so forgive me. The mind is kind of, I think I'm a little fried from excitement, but they got the bridge. Congratulations. I really love that ring. They have such good taste, don't they? Hi, Tracy. Hi, Ellen. All right. Well done. All right, let's get a move on. Do you want a discount on a Tanzanite pendant with a fancy cut diamond? I've got it. It's item number 1124076. Let me move those aside here. And we're going to let some blue wing block D come on in here, center stage. Look at this. Oh, what a beautiful fancy cut stone. And it is a fabulous, what we would call, think of it like a trapezoid, but it's elongated. So it's like a north to south trapezoid because it starts a little more narrow, widens at the base. Incredible. 1124076 is the item number. That's an 11 karat 91. Those last two Paraibas, verifying. So don't think those are long for this world, but you can get either one as long as you're quick. And then here we are with the 1191, but I'm bringing it out for a good reason here. It also has a very important diamond. I know we like to just talk about per carats on our blue wing blowouts and just go from there. But let's remember, this is a 50 point almost. It's almost a half carat diamond. In a fancy cut, this is called the rhombus cut, where it's like a kite cut, but kite cuts usually have different length sides. This is all the same. So think of it like in geometry, we call this a rhombus shape. So it's got the rhombus cut diamond, which is your bail. And that's a really nice big size there, but you're also getting this really important way that that stone is set. So it starts a little more narrow, goes wider out. When you see this on the neckline, you'll see. And then that's just one single diamond, one important diamond right there at the top. In the white gold, stays in the white gold. The reason I'm bringing the $16,000 piece out is because it's a major value right here tonight. It's one of our museum markdowns and tends to be, I know you've loved our classic cuts in the blue wing, and I totally understand why there would be a great need to get one of the fancy cuts first, or rather one of the more traditional cuts first. But this is where, again, there's something special about anything that's cut in a unique way. This is called our modified cut. So it's best suited if you already love emerald cuts. If you really like anything that's got a nice little tapered effect that gets a little wider, I think for a pendant, it's well suited for that. It's really exquisite. And yet with that big diamond up top, we always love our diamond weights, but this is just one individual stone. So we know that's a remarkable higher value to get one bigger stone than a lot of smaller diamonds. And yet, with that said, it's coming down to a ridiculously low per carat price that we don't normally see on blue wing block Ds. And that's what's happening as I try it on for you on the hand. So you can see, and it's got some great basket work on the sides, which I might as well show you here. There's the finishing that's going to keep it all beautifully set on the neckline, but then it's got that rotation of nice little O-ring in the bail. It's never going to flip the wrong way, but it's got enough of that, you know, foundation of gold behind it that it's going to stay even. This is not going to flip or turn. It's one of my pet peeves in life, which I realize is a small one, but it's, you know, when you're all about jewelry and it's jewelry that flips and turns, and if it's never sitting the right way and you have to mess with it and always constantly, you know, just tweak it and reverse it and move it. And oh, it's just, I was wearing a necklace like that last night and it was driving me insane. It was like the darn piece wouldn't sit the right way. And needless to say, it wasn't a TVON piece because we just make sure that everything is made and constructed the right way. It's the things you might not think about because we just look at aesthetics, but then you realize when you wear a piece that if it's not made the right way, if it's not going to sit properly, it's almost not worth even, you know, it doesn't even matter how high quality your stones are. This one's got a length from top to bottom of, it's going to be about 1.25 inches there that you see right away. So that's just beautiful, right? From top to bottom, 1.25 inches. And then I want to show it on the neckline because I think that's the best way to really see the beauty of that stone is really here. And yet beautiful blues, purples, reds all together. But of course, having what you see how significant that diamond is. That is a significant stone size. Half carat, one stone, fancy cut, VS quality, we love it. Let's go back to the wheel. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. It's a major piece, and of course the length and where it sits on the neckline is going to be just dependent on your chain, so you choose that day by day. You can make it higher or longer, but you may want to consider, that's why I give you the link, where it is on its own. So you may want to wear that a little shorter, or sometimes you want to wear it a little longer. It just depends on maybe what neckline you're wearing or what look you're going for that day. But it's not going to be $15,000. What if I tell you this is one of our best per carat prices we've seen yet on a blue wing block D? Overall, and I mean $59.99. During one of the biggest sale events we ever had, that was the price. And it stuck around at $59.99. I get it. It's a little more unique of a cut. But if you're matching, here's what I recommend. If you're matching to a ring, the importance is in the color. It matters less, I think. This is just my belief when it comes to setting up suites or sets of jewelry. My belief is that you get the colors to match. I actually prefer when the shapes are a little bit different, because I think when the shapes are a little bit different, it just looks a little bit more high-end. I think if you have everything super cookie cutter, sometimes it can look a little bit cheaper. And when things are varied a little bit in either the design or their shape or what have you, or even the size of the stone, it can really attribute to that really high-end look where you're still matching a set together, but it's really, truly well done, super high-end. That's what you can get here. So I say that because if you have a round, an Asher, an emerald cut, an oval, a cushion, you name it, any cut, what I think we prioritize is having the same blue wing color, the same saturation red flash. That's what we think is necessary here. And if you bought it from us in the last 6 years, you have the match to the color. And this is fabulous, although this is museum reserve, so it's a step up. But I'm not gonna ask for $59.99 today. It's one of our museum meltdown pieces, so if it goes great, someone's gonna enjoy it and love it forever. If it doesn't, unfortunately, you're not gonna see it in this pendant form any longer, and it doesn't get another chance on the air. So here's your chance to get it, because it's $4,999. And you know why that's significant? That comes down to a per carat price of $419 a carat, with a free half carat fancy diamond at the top. So that is why that one's gonna go so quickly, because you are looking at one of our best per carats, and yet that is one of the most striking stones because of the fancy cutting, because of that modified specialty cut. You're getting such an exquisite gem that I'll tell you, if you're already an emerald cut lover, an Asher cut lover, there's so much similarity to this stone. So I can guarantee you, with that little bit of modification to that cutting, if you already know you love those long linear facets, you're gonna really, really be loving on this one. So $49.99 boils down to $419 a carat. That is the best per carat price we've seen on a museum reserve ever. Very proud of that. So it's a good one. And you got all the color. And then, of course, that really, really important diamond from just even a separate standpoint. If you think about the diamond individually, the Tanzanite individually, what a way to go right there and now. So first caller takes it, $49.99. We got 30 seconds left with that one. Keep requests coming, because we are approaching the halfway mark of the show. 90 minutes to go. And speaking of emerald cuts, we actually have a Kunzite emerald cut that you haven't seen yet tonight. It's brand new today. So we'll see that coming up next. And it shares a lot of the same colors and just a really, really important gem. And we'll start with it on the hand right after this clock wraps up. So hugely important value. You can't say enough about $419 a carat. That is a moment. That's a wild moment right there. And wait till you see this emerald cut. Oh, the stunning color, the stunning quality of this emerald cut. 112-6262 is coming up right now, and this is what it looks like from a distance. Why are we starting here? Now remember, I did have an emerald cut earlier in the show, and it was smaller, and it didn't have nearly this diamond weight. And actually what's interesting is, because this is, it may sound redundant, but this is actually an elongated emerald cut. The emerald cut I had earlier was much shorter, more traditional proportion size. This has got more elongation to it, and it's got a lot of those deep pinks, bright purples, bright blues, all the best that we look for in an 1167 stone. And then, of course, you have the diamonds all the way around it and a split shank on the sides. I'll wait till you see this up close. I just wanted you to get a sense of the size first, since it is a little more elongated. And we did have an 11.5 carat earlier, but it wasn't nearly this look. And so 1167, now watch this, and that one's still here at the moment, but somebody's gonna grab that. You know that's not lasting the show. Take a look though. Well, it feels almost like Tanzanite, but reversed, almost like inside out with the colors, because now you're getting the purples and the blues are secondary to the hot pinks. And did I just say hot pink when we're talking about a Kunzite, when someday I got to bring in a regular standard Kunzite so you can see the difference. I think a lot of you know, but if you tend to just kind of love our fine jewelry to the point where you're mostly watching what we do, you would have no clue what this stone actually looks like in real life. And it's rare and expensive regardless, even when it's really light color. Barely pink, barely, like pale to the point where it looks colorless. It looks more like the wall behind me. It really does. Just since I don't have an actual gem comparison, let's use the backdrop. That's usually more of a color. And if you're thinking, that's not really a color, you're exactly right. It's not really a color, right? It's more just, imagine that in gem form. It's like colorless. So here's your 1167 with 80 points in diamonds, whereas the last one we saw had just very few diamonds, just about 1/3 of a carat. This is giving you closer to a carat in diamonds, all the way around it, split shank on the sides, and we're gonna blow it out. So remember, you can change the gold color if you'd like to. Take a look at it. It's gonna be that elongated, again, superstar saturation all the way through. It's not going to be $59.99. What do you say? Let's put it on the auction block. Do you want to? Could we try it? Haven't done one all night. We'll see what's going on, because I really want to get away from $59.99. And sometimes there's not a lot of room to move because we priced it from the start at such a value. But I think this calls for a good old-fashioned Monday night, let's see who's out there auction. Especially if I still have that blue wing block D Tanzanite still hanging out here at $4.19 a carat. Then it might be time to let the lines open up to you. What would you like to pay when it's not going to be $5,000 open? Because I know I got to start lower than that. We need to live up to Monday night markdowns and everything that it stands for, and everything we know you understand about why you're here tonight over any show we do all week. And that's because you tune in for the values. You get a lot of those, but also brand new pieces like this one. Still a value. Doesn't need to be here for months and months at a time to get a markdown on a Monday. It's what we do. And you're not paying $5 or $4 or $3,000 to get this one started. I think we can make this easy. We can. That's the great option we have here. We can make this difficult, or we can make it easy. We can make it a long-term auction, or we can make it quick. And that's what we're going for. So instead of $2,500, let's just go all the way down. And this is 1167, but it is powerful. It is large. All those neons, and I know at home, I'm looking at it here in real life, and I see so much color than what I see on the monitor. So I know, it depends kind of on your setting of how you're watching, but if you're not seeing the most electrified ultraviolet blues, you are in for a major treat, because everyone's monitors set a little different at home, right? It depends on if you're watching on a computer or a phone or a TV. So this is where I'm going to tell you what I'm seeing. It's mostly the most neon purples. Think of what happens like to a white t-shirt under black light. That's the best thing I can ever think of to describe what these neon blues really look like, is this really just almost supernatural, lit from within, where most Kunzite's not going to give you any blue. I mean, people who listen, I always think about if anyone was listening to this, like, you know, back in the day when I started in sports, I did both TV and radio. And, you know, they're very different things, because in TV, you're talking to the pictures that everyone's seeing, and you have to be a little less descriptive because everyone's watching what they're watching. And radio is a totally different thing. I oftentimes think about if you were not able to see the gem that I'm talking about, like you aren't right now, and I'm describing a Kunzite as blues and purples, you'd probably think, she's off her rocker. She's not even talking about the right stone. A Kunzite isn't blue, it isn't purple, but these stones are, because when you get top quality stones, that's what they look like, and that's what they should give. And yet nobody else in the world gets to see stones like this except for right here, and we're doing better than even $2,500. How about $2,000 to start? Let's see where it goes on a massive Kunzite stone. And just for the record, here's the 11.5 carat I had earlier, just to show you what I'm talking about with elongation of an emerald cut. Here's an emerald cut, almost the same size. There's only 17 points difference between those two stones. And yet, look at the difference in the look. And yet, you've got this emerald cut here or this emerald cut here. 17 points different in size, but this one looks so much larger. And for some people, that may be a downside, because maybe you don't like big jewelry. So then you go with the 11 carat that I had previously. If you like the bigger look and the bigger wow factor, you go right here at the 1167. All right, no open on that one. Let's move. $10 increments would be fine. But if we don't get the open, we cannot proceed. So here is, well, that's the great stone, and that's the beauty of it. What a great big gem. 80 points in diamonds, far more diamonds than the 11.5 carat as well. So that's, and by the way, this is only $1 more than where I priced the other one. So keep that in mind, yet you're getting a lot more diamond weight. I'd pay $1 more for so much more diamond weight. I'd rather have, and a lot more gold weight. I think that's worth it. Extra $1, throw it in. And then we've got some emerald for you. Emerald is here. We got a really pretty emerald, super elongated. Had some great ones over the weekend. Every emerald I brought you sold. From the 2.5 to the 267. Look at this one though. Look at the clarity you have there. I bet we need to see that one. Emerald that's looking even bigger than it weighs. We also have men's Paraiba if anyone's interested. Got a great big markdown on, you know, there's that huge wheel we had of the $14.99 Paraibas. Interestingly enough, I do have a green here. I guess we could do something kind of wild if you want something a little bit smaller in Paraiba. So this is a really wearable ring. Really easy, really, really beautiful to wear, stack, maybe a wondering companion as well. 1125098. And by the way, please get requests in. We only have 90 minutes left of the show. Love to help you out with whatever you're looking for. Big final hour. We anticipate things are going to get a little busier here as the evening wears on, as it usually does on a Monday night about this time. So this is where I would really, really dial in quickly. 1125098. Is your item number. This is our 50 pointer. Now remember, that's a bit bigger than some of even the stones we saw on that wheel earlier. But here we've had kind of a statement making show. We've been able to bring you Paraibas at the most affordable price tag, but I know that 2 out of the 4 are still here. So maybe I'm just wondering and thinking aloud here, is there anybody out there within my audience tonight that might be thinking if it was a little bit more affordable in Paraiba, I might be able to go and try it out? Because we were just astounded by this $14.99 opportunity we had earlier here in the show. 2 are still available. If you would like, because you know everyone's got a different budget and we're trying to get, my goal is to get everybody as rare a stone as I can. And when most people do not have this stone to offer or to sell, it's really one of those that we're just happy to have it here. We're really happy to bring it, bring the values we can, make it available. However, if you are somebody who's looking at that $14.99 wheel we had, and you're holding back because you're still hopeful that there could be something more affordable, I'm sorry to say there is nothing more affordable. However, I was thinking what I could do is just give you a 60-second deal right here on a bigger stone with the 50-point green blue, so it's got a little more green than it has the blue, but it's a ½ carat in size. And it's got the diamond weight at 41 points. Very comparable to what we saw in diamond weights on that previous wheel that were all, you know, marked down to $14.99. What if we take this even lower to try and give you another realm of possibility when it comes to Paraiba and affordability? How does that sound? Where this is your chance to pick up still a great stone that's very, very unique and rare, and yet not going to be $14.99. I think what I'm going to do is just give you a little 60-second offering here, figuring there might be somebody who's just hoping there's another way to go about value in Paraiba tonight. I'm going to make that happen right now. White, yellow, or rose gold. Remember, that's a nice opportunity as well to switch it up as you choose, but we're not going to do $14.99. That's the really staggering part of this whole equation, is it's not 14. I'm going to try it on for you as well. Remember, it's that green material which has a higher copper content, so a bigger, think of it like a more dense concentration of copper that you get here. I love that it's obviously got a lot of diamond weight, but it's still really on that petite side so that it's really wearable. I think a lot of people look at that pear shape we had earlier, the 224, and think, well, that's beautiful and it's a great value, but am I going to wear that every day? Maybe that's a little too dressy for every day. And maybe you want to, like myself, I love the idea of being able to wear exotics every day. Why not? If you've got the exotics, wear them, enjoy them. I like the idea that, does anyone ever ask you about your jewelry? I know everywhere I go, people are always asking me about my jewelry. They want to know more about what stone is that, especially when I wear Paraiba. I think of it as a little bit of an obligation at this point, where if you have Paraiba, since most of the world does not, isn't it nice to be able to show the rest of the world a stone that maybe they've never heard of? Maybe they've never actually seen in person. There is something about other jewelry lovers that we may hang out with, whether it's friends or family, whoever your circle is, you know you've got those gals that love their jewelry, know their jewelry. Think about the privilege it is to have a Paraiba to wear, to share, to enjoy, to collect. Maybe you're just thinking about from an investment standpoint, you want to collect it, go ahead. It's a great stone to do that as well. But it's not $14.99. I'll give you a 60-second opportunity right now to own this stone for less than $1,000, and I'd say the stone, but it's the whole ring, it's $9.99 for 60 seconds. Might as well just give everybody the opportunity to say, here's a Paraiba under $1,000 that's in your choice of gold and your size. We'll get it to your doorstep for free. We'll do all of that, and it's going to be $9.99. A remarkable value. And when it comes to, hey, here's the value of a lifetime, we knew we had the $14.99 pieces, and now it gets better. Now it gets more affordable. That's a great way to go. $999. Take full advantage of that one. It is something special, remarkable, in fact, unique. And yes, you're getting that higher copper concentration, which is also very collectible. I know a lot of collectors I've worked with, different dignitaries, different, whether it's just, you know, celebs or actual royal family members or all the big people who collect gems, which is a lot of people, generally people with wealth collect gems. And this is just kind of like awe-inspiring. Who would ever be able to think about Paraiba at under $1,000? Just in a loose stone, just in a, I mean, think about it. We're doing the mounting. As I said, gold and diamonds is rare and valuable, but it's not as rare and valuable as a Paraiba. I said that earlier with our $14.99 reel. It's the same thing here, but yet the mounting should be more because today's gold and diamonds are expensive too, but not like a Paraiba is expensive. So $9.99 gets it to you. All right, let's make sure we get that emerald up here. We got to play. We got to play with the emerald. And reminder, this was a really pretty color to go with the earrings. And I just want to remind you, for those of you that weren't with us in the first couple of minutes, let me show you the earrings that we had that I would love to see go with this ring. Maybe you want an earring drop. It's that kind of like that paperclip style hoop meets drop earring with the pear-shaped green blues in the Paraibas. Those are going to be, oh, how lovely are those? I mean, those are fabulous. And I just want to remind you they're $9.99 as well. So for under $2,000, you could get the whole set. And I think they make a really nice match. Maybe not exact, but one's on your hand and one's on your ear. So close enough considering that they're not all that close in proximity, right? It'd be one thing if you're wearing two rings side by side, but you're not. It's earring and ring together. So maybe that's going to be the suite you're looking for there. And I think that's a really close enough match for an earring and a ring. And reminder, the earrings are $9.99 with diamonds. The ring is $9.99 with diamonds. And right now, both in the white gold, but you can choose your color. So even if you want us to go the extra mile and you want us to change everything out to rose or everything out to yellow, we'll do that. But you still pay under $1,000 for the earrings or the ring. So fabulous Paraiba opportunities tonight. It's kind of the Paraiba blowout show. And that's something exciting. You don't get to see that every day. So we love getting you those values on one of the world's rarest stones and one of the most popular and in demand and very much beloved. And if you're new to the world of Paraiba, I've been selling it for 20 years on TV. Loose, jewelry, in auction houses that don't have any affiliation with networks. And I got to say, it's one of the most collectible, sought after, and should be expensive stones, but not so expensive here tonight. So ring, earrings, you let me know which you'd like or both. And who's shopping over there? Tracy. Oh, really? How is she? She's still doing well? Okay, good. Well, better now. Seeing values like this makes it really, really good. All right, coming up, we'll get to our fabulous emerald. I can't say enough about this emerald. And the fact it's over 1 carat in size is very special. So here we go. Earrings are here, it sounds like, because you did not take the earrings, right? Nobody took the earrings yet? No earrings? All right, earrings are here. So is the ring. I just thought, let's go to the other side of emerald here, the other side of green. This is green in beryl, which is called emerald. And oh my goodness, they never look like this. They never have flawless clarity, and I'm sure there's something microscopic somewhere in that stone as far as an inclusion, because it is a type 3 gem like tourmaline. Back to back here, we're going type 3, and yet have you ever seen such clean, bright, beautiful Colombian emerald? Yes, it is fine, and that is some serious musomine material. And yet the clarity that usually only comes out of Chivor is there. It's going to be item number 1125-088. Has a 127 dynamic emerald carat weight. We were talking about this with the Kunzite. Sometimes emerald cuts can be a little more elongated, and that's what you have here yet again with this emerald. Now, classic emerald cut for the emerald stone, but it also happens to be a 127 carat weight, and you're getting 82 points in diamonds as well, all the way around, double halo, and then you get that split shank. So the double halo is going to just kind of stop and then split at the very sides there. and go right on down to create this beautiful wider shank for you. Now it also is going to be white, yellow, or rose gold. Here's the deal. I want to blow it out as quickly as I can. We're getting really close to a top of the hour, which is our last, sadly, tonight. So we know that we're craving more jewelry always. We don't have a show on Tuesdays, so after tonight, we don't see you back till Wednesday. So it's a Monday night where you need to get that jewelry shopping fix in, right? If you want the finest and the best quality and the best value, we are here to deliver. And tonight is a big delivery of that. We've got all these markdowns for you, and this one's going to be one of our best yet. Emerald cut stone, super clean. This is for my, I like to call it my emerald for perfectionists, because if you're like myself and you're a perfectionist, but also you have a May birthstone or a love for emeralds, I innately have a love for emeralds, always have, before I understood what birthstones were. But the thing is this, it's always so cloudy and opaque, or should I say most always, because this stone is not. There's no cloudy, hazy appearance to this stone. It's bright as can be. It's got a lot of diamond weight, and it's going to be one of those remarkable moments to save a bundle. That's what we're here to do. That's what I'm here to bring you. And now if it looks that clean up close, where it's designed to give you a look at it to see everything, that's what our up close view is to do. It's like you sit at home and suddenly I'm handing you a jeweler's loupe and you're looking at the stone that's larger than life on your screen, and you're looking at it with a 10 power magnification. That's what the camera allows you to do when it's up close like this. But then there's another perspective to give, and that's how does it look from a distance away? And that's your answer. How bright and beautiful and clean, because all that glow is just going to show off now. And I'm going to take it down from $39.99. We had some remarkable emeralds over the weekend. They all sold, every single last one of them. And yet, with this emerald here, that may be the most flawless yet. And if it's a 127 in actual carat weight, guess what? It's going to look a lot bigger than that in real life. So if you were to compare it to another stone, if you were to look at a complete side-by-side comparison, remember there's less density to your emeralds. So they end up just, what that means is they look bigger. And they look double the size. Isn't that great? So you've got immediately the look of a 2.5 carat when it's a carat 27. And anything over a carat in emerald is considered large because they top out at 3 or 4. Retail buying guides don't even list price tags for above a 4 carat. That's because they usually cease to exist. So you got a chance to pick up a really good one here and spend very little to get it. And it's not going to be 39 or 29 or 19. This is one of my good old-fashioned, like, let's see who's paying attention deals as we get ready to introduce you to our last hour tonight. So this is one of the best values I have, simply stunning. If you want to get nothing but clarity with your emerald, this is the way to go, because you got everything going on with this stone. And Colombian origin's the best out there. There's a lot of material right now that's Zambian. I don't like it as much. It tends to be a lot darker. It can sometimes give you more clarity than we traditionally see, but it gets a lot darker in quality. So then you're not seeing all the beautiful glow that I think is so kind of ethereal and kind of mystical about emeralds. Is when they do glow, it's just such a rarity. But it's not even $19.99. We'll do a huge blowout here and make it easy. How about $1,499 only for the first caller who would like to have a very large and very bright Colombian emerald, and with that 82 points in diamonds as well. Classic setting style here, and a lovely way to go if you want an emerald at an affordable price tag. And then there is a blue wing block D, an 8 carat 23. Got some really pretty recaps for you. Don't forget the heart shape. Paraiba, the 224 is here. I think the best value that's still here is the Tanzanite pendant, that modified cut. Also want to just recap our pinky purple tourmaline that is copper bearing. We had this gorgeous stone earlier, the carat 63. So let me share that with you one more time. 112-6252 coming up. If you missed it earlier, the emerald's here. This is also here, but probably not for long. This is that pink purple blend. It is copper bearing, otherwise known as a purple Paraiba. And that's really important. Such an incredible stone. And again, we got to tout clarity. We're talking tourmalines and emeralds here, back to back. This is a stone that is just, it really struggles on the clarity front, and it's just so remarkable. I get it. What we see over and over and over is such important material. We select just the top 1 or 2% of the stones we have to be fitted in jewelry, to be set in gold and diamonds. So that means they have to be a top quality to even bother bringing it. Well, look what's happening here. You got a top quality rarity. You're getting that beautiful glow and clarity. Thank you to the gemstone gods above. Mother Nature really went the extra mile on this one. And yet that is a copper bearing. So we call it Paraiba, and that's acceptable. And yet it's not even $39.99. That's where it started. I'm taking it lower. We're going to blow it out right now. It's only going to be $1,699. And lately, in the last few days of bringing these stones, I have not had one stick around. Even the 4 and the 5 carats have been going like crazy. So to be able to get a $16.99 deal, which is actually, I think, the second most affordable we've had over the course of weeks now, that's a big moment. So $16.99 if you'd like to get it. I'll try it on one more time if you missed that earlier. Just thought that was worth another look here when it's only $16.99 to get a remarkable size. And think about it, if it was the blue greens, and this is rare for just the record of it here, this is a rare color to get, but if it was a blue-green at a carat 63, it would carry with it about a $12,000 to $14,000 price tag. So why would a color that is more rare and very clean, why would that ever be $1,699 and with a 70-point diamond weight to go with it? That's remarkable, and we'll change the gold color if you'd like to. So white gold, yellow gold, or rose gold, totally 100% up to you. All right, next up, we got to move. We've got an Aqua coming up. Haven't seen Aqua in a couple of days. We're ready for a Sierra Santa Maria Emerald Cut. Loving this one. 112-6322 is on the way. And we're going to take a good look at this one. What a beautiful 248 we have for you here. So that's a little recap. Here's our aquamarine. You know what? I'm not loving it. It just needs a little polish from the backside because it's clean. But you guys are seeing something else. So just an FYI about those colors of tourmaline. What's this? It's got the same pink purple we saw in the copper bearing. But I can't say it's copper content because it's from the Congolese mine. But it's got that color. And it's got some raspberry razzle dazzle to it because there is a Portuguese cut round here in a massive 6 carat 16 size. The item number is 112-3278. And that's a looker. Sometimes the stone, where it's from, what it is, what family it belongs to, sometimes, as much as I'm here to say, here's the education, here's the know-how, here's the what's up behind it, sometimes it just comes down to beauty. Sometimes they're just a pretty stone. And all the other things, all the other factors and all those little, the minutiae of the details and the origins, all that goes to the wayside. And I'm always an advocate of, buy what you like first. Buy what you like. It doesn't have to be rare. If you like it, you like it. These are still accessories. It's my favorite thing about gemstones is that as collectible as these are, as much as you could be a collector of this material alone and set it on a shelf and never ever wear it, the fact is that it's still jewelry, so it's still accessories to what we wear every day and how we adorn ourselves. And the idea of jewelry and adorning oneself with accessories like this has been around for a long, long time. And obviously styles have evolved and gems have evolved, but you want it to be a beautiful piece. And yet sometimes you get that collision of beauty with rarity. Sometimes it all works together, and that's what's happening right here with this stone. It is a Congolese 616 round, has the double halo and the 111 in diamonds. So I feel like we're a little numerically palindromic here because we got the 616 and the 111. But that's the beauty of just, again, special things happening. It's like all the stars are aligning right here, and you've got a chance to get a major ring for a markdown in the price tag, and we want to welcome everybody in. We're getting close to last hour on a Monday night. So what would you like to see? What can we bring out for you? Is there something you want to recap before we go into that top of the hour, which is amazing coming up? We got a really special Mandarin garnet on the way, but this is the one that's got to go, and let's take a look at it from a distance, because if it's flashing like that from close up, what's going to happen from far away? I find it just compounds, makes an impact. Look at that stone. It never stops with the flash and the fire and the beauty, and somehow it's purple, it's pink, it's blue. I even find that there's a little bit of a peachy golden that comes through when you least expect it, a little bit of an undertone, if you will, that's happening throughout the stone that just in different lights, when it turns, when it moves, you tend to see those details. It really is the blend. When you have a stone that's capable of delivering thousands of identified colors, sometimes you're going to see a stone that plays, and it's going to play with a few different colors at the same time. It couldn't choose one box or one crayon out of the box. It just gets into all the different colors and combines. It gets creative. That's what's happening right here. And yet we can forget about it right now. At $59.99, it's going to stay. But I've got something different for you. And then we got some really cool personality pieces before the hour ends. Like, should we bring out the butterflies? And the parrot. We're going to bring them out. And we're going to inject some personality into these pieces. But you know what? If you like this one, it's a blowout. Under $29.99, first caller situation, of course. We're going to make this one simple and easy, and yet there's nothing else like it. We have shown you a lot of tourmalines tonight, so I'm sorry. If you're not a tourmaline lover, this show is probably not for you. We've had our best of the best, but for those that are, and again, so many different varieties of tourmaline out there, isn't it nice to see how you could keep collecting forever? There's no way to really feasibly get every color of tourmaline because there are so many varieties and mixtures and blends like this one is, and it's not even $2,500. Now it's just a giveaway. That's what we're here to do on a Monday night. Welcome to it. Tell us what you'd like to see. That's why you make requests, because obviously with these prices going on, everything got to go. So 25, 24, 23, 22. Let's make it even better. How about $21.99? And then we're going to bring out some of the critter pieces that we have. A parrot pendant, a fabulous butterfly pin coming up. Great values. Wait till you see those. We're going to have those on the way for you next. And looking forward to those. Plus requests if you have them. Top of the hour is coming up as well. We'll bring out a big Mandarin garnet. But I really want to show you this adorable piece. And yet it's adorable, but it's still packed with quality. This one's $21.99. That will be probably 30 seconds until that one finds its forever home. What do you think of that? Double halo 2. I love the outside, has the really big diamonds. All around brilliance, yes, but the really magnified bigger stones there on the outside. Let's see who's got it. And then our little parrot piece coming up. 18 karat gold and everything coming up next. I mean, it's so much detail. And you know, a lot of you have asked us through the years for Aqua pearls. This is the only Aqua piece we've had. And so it's coming up next. So if you like pearls, multiple colors of gems, personality pieces, 18 karat gold. Yes, Jess has got the tourmaline. Thank you so much. Enjoy it. Now we talk about 111 8516, which is going to be the 18 karat gold. It's a bird or a parrot, and it's 18K finished. On the inside, did you see all that engraving in the back? Those are not only hallmarks, but they're also all the carat weights. And then you've got your 7mm round Aqua pearl. There's they're much more rare than just a typical pearl because they're actually from only one place off the coast of Japan where the waters are really cold. So it's a different type of variety mollusk. So very unique indeed to get that 7mm Aqua plus 19 points in your sapphires, blue, pink, yellow. That's a Savarite at the top. Savarite pave, kind of completing the head of the feathers there. And then also a little bit of black rhodium. So it's 18 karat yellow for the most part, but black rhodium for the branch. I have one piece, stays as is. Pendant with the bail. Let's show you from a distance so you see the length it has. It's going to be about 1 inch top to bottom. Here's what he or she looks like. So cute. You can really see. I mean, there's almost like, again, it feels like sophisticated jewelry, but at the same time, it's cute. Like it's really just detailed and colorful. And like I said, personality. That's what it is. 1 inch top to bottom. Let me show it on the neckline here really quickly so you can see it there from a distance away. What a great looking piece that you can see. You know, it's tough to make these designs that get really creative and detailed while you still can see it from a distance away and still be able to tell what it is, because sometimes the more detailed you get, the harder it is to really show what is the design supposed to be. I've seen that many times, and as a designer, it's tough to do. We've got this one for under $1,000. It's not $888. It's not $777. This is, believe it or not, it's another one of those museum pieces because it's so detailed and the high-end Aqua pearl, but it's so far below cost. We're not even saying $777 or $699. It's only $599 for that sweet piece there. And I feel like he's your new friend and your new pet, and you wear him and you name him, and you know, it's so much detail. The yellow sapphires are in the tail feathers there. Again, the Savarite garnets are what are up top, and then you have the one blue sapphire bezel set for the eye, and then the pink sapphires. And of course, most of those sapphires, especially at the top there, are set in black rhodium. So the match to the black rhodium of the tree branch design that you have as well. So it's all brought together. But $599 only, one color. That's it. Then I've got a butterfly brooch which is really pretty as well, very sophisticated. So we keep it high level here. We're not going to go juvenile with our jewelry. We're all about the quality. So very personality driven, but also high level sophisticated material. Now we have the butterfly brooch here, which is going to be our 3 classics, really. This is all about the classics. And here it is. Let me turn it the other way for you. It's going to have rubies, sapphires, and emeralds. And those are considered the big 3 of gems. And then you have diamonds the rest of the way. A brooch that we can wear any which way you want, from north to south, east to west, or at a diagonal, because it's a brooch. So the pin is going to be almost the entire length of the piece. And I think this is the time of year we start to think about, okay, it's getting to be colder weather out there. Even today, it probably didn't crack 85 degrees, so I feel like that crisp, cool fall air is in the, it's in our midst here, right? If we get an under 85 degree day, it starts to feel like fall in October. So here we are with our 18 karat solid gold, 1123-714, and yet I say that because coats, you got that same coat, you don't want to invest thousands of dollars into a new coat, or hundreds of dollars into a new coat. This is how you dress everything up, and you're putting on that overcoat almost every day. How do you give that a little pizzazz? How do you dress it up? What if it's the same coat that you wear a little more casually and dressy? You dress it up with a great brooch. And yet this has 4 different birthstones in it, 3 butterflies, bezel set, channel set diamonds together. Even the stones of the sapphire and the rubies and the emeralds, they're actually all bezel set as well in pear shapes. And yet the entire piece is on clearance for $888. And it's got a lot of length at 2 3/8 of an inch. Take a look at it from this direction, just to show you the size. This is the length you get straight up and down. And then obviously you may be tempted, because the butterflies are at a bit of an angle, so you might be very tempted to wear that at an angle or straight up and down. But when you do, just to show you, you're getting really what looks to me, yeah, I'd say 2 3/8. Yeah, that's about right. So perfect. All right, we'll go back up close, show you all the details of the butterflies, which are so significant. It was just the other day we had those great angel wing pieces we brought out, which are also very, very significant, very special. Butterflies carry with them a lot of that same symbolism of usually thinking about the symbolic nature, whether it's about transformation and rebirth, or whether it's about honoring loved ones and their memory. I mean, this is really a great piece that could actually have a lot of meaning with those many different colors. So $888. So I want to bring out some of our real, just, oldies but goodies here that have got those clearance prices to send them on out. All right, last hour is almost here. We've got 1 minute left, and I might as well show you. Here's that Zonite, which I flashed once in our first hour. Item number 1123-615. This is just probably the rarest stone I have in our inventory right now, because it's the only one like it. And even when I've got rare yellow diamonds, I have a few of those. Paraibas, got a few of those. Wait, isn't this Paraiba? Not technically. Item number is 112-6315. This is our cushion cut, copper bearing, yellow, green, Zonite. Jaunite. This is a really unusual stone. Now, I'm not technically allowed to call this Paraiba, because Paraibas have been determined to be copper-bearing stones that are in the blue-green, the blue, or the purple. Obviously, this being that rare Zonite material that has more of a, think of it like a yellow-green combination, like a, truly like a chartreuse color is what you see. Some might think of it like an olive green with a little injection of neon. Top of the hour is here, by the way. Welcome to the show. Glad you're with us today. This is our last hour of our big Monday night. So it's a great time to make requests. Ask about anything you've seen earlier if you need another look at it, a little revisit, if you will. Good time to do it. Because last hour is when we get real busy with those recaps. So here we are looking at a just undeniable rarity, $395 in the copper bearing material here. And it's going to be $124 in diamonds as well. And I'd love to make this a great value, because if you are, we were just talking about this, you can't really get every color of tourmaline. There are thousands of identified colors and blends of color. So it's fun to be able to add something you may not have yet in your entire tourmaline collection. This is likely one of them. And to get a 3 carat 95 size, copper content, only one we have in the entire inventory like it, and yet with $124 in diamonds. That is remarkable. Let me show it on the hand here. And yet, if you're looking for clarity, it's got it. It's rare to see copper content stones, as we know, because we always talk about the Paraibas like this. It's rare to find a copper bearing stone that's got clarity. This has it. So you get the rarity of what actually chemically makes it up, giving it that that very important specification of Kuprian albite, but also with the clarity and the gleam of great cutting. So it's all working together. $79.99 piece. Let's try something different just to make sure that it gets its best shot to go out to somebody here tonight when we are already in last hour and we've had a ton of great jewelry go. But with an hour left, it means we've got more jewelry to show you. There's nothing that I would love more than for you to tell us what category you'd like to be in, or a specific item if you know it, and let us bring out what you'd like to see tonight, because the last hour is really made for requests. What is it that you'd like to see? I know we're going to show you the brand new one, Collectors of Paraiba. This is the stone you need to get. This is like the one where you instantly fill out the rarest part of the bingo card right here. You get the one that nobody else is going to see or have, and then you've got it. You've got the rarity, and we'll always have, you know, a little bit of the blues and the greens here, a little bit of the pinks and the purples, I hope. But this is the color that above and beyond all the rest in rarity. Take a look at it. It's not going to be $79.99. It's my responsibility. I feel like the rarer it is, the more affordable I should make it, when in actuality, it's the opposite. We know that it doesn't work that way. In the gem world, the rarer it is, the more money it's going to cost you. There are really no exceptions. I think about it a very different way. If it's rare and we can't even bring it to you in another form, you better believe I got to make it affordable so that one collector, that one person out there that says, that's my stone, that's for me. We need to make it affordable so you can say yes. Otherwise, what's the point of bringing it? We need to make it affordable. This collectible is not going to be $7,000. Come on in, collectors, it should be yours. And I still want to just make sure you see it from eye level, because seeing that color and that glow from that respect is really important. And it's not even going to be, okay, I cannot possibly do 7,000 or 6,000 or 5, because it's got to go. And this is just too affordable. I'm telling you that right now. You can say sold whenever you like. Whenever you like. Yes, the inside of the ring looks like this. Now, see, it does have a split shank on the very sides, so that's going to be maintained, but look what we did. Oh, what a beautiful way to see the clarity of that stone, too. Should have done this earlier. The way it sits up with that basket work that elevates it off the hand, this is your undergallery right there. There it is. And so that goes all the way down the sides, too, but still doesn't take away from the split style shank that gives you that negative space interest. And it's not going to be 5 or 4 or even $39.99. Oh, this is going to fly so quickly. It may already be gone, as a matter of fact, but it's not. We're not selling it at $39.99. I got a better value for you. It's comfortable, but it's large. It's got a carat 24 in diamond weight. That's incredible. And you know what, Wayne, if you like this one, let's take it even further. We're going to go ahead and go there. Got to be the steal of the night. It's $2,999, and that's it. Bye-bye, it'll go. It's only $29.99 to get the rarest color we have in our entire inventory of Paraibas, or again, Kuprian albite. They're interchangeable. The idea is, and did you want to see a different Paraiba? Because we still have some of our blue greens available, some of our greens, and we still have a pinky purple that we brought out tonight. And we're giving that 30 seconds, because that's not actually technically our top of the hour. There's another one coming. And don't forget that butterfly brooch is here. So is our little parrot pendant. And we've got more on the way. But again, requests are really needed. We've got a lot to get to, but we also have a really, really important Mandarin garnet that wasn't even scheduled for the show. And the second I saw it, I said, let's bring it out. Such an important private collection Mandarin garnet in a really new, decadent mounting. So very excited about that. Check this out. That's coming up. But not to take away from the neons here, because we got neons every which way you look tonight. It's a neon type night. All right, let's go ahead and move on. We've got a big one coming up. 112-6102. Again, welcome to the show. Let us know if you have any requests whatsoever. We can bring out anything from our inventory. You don't have to wait around and hope to see your favorite piece here on the show. Just call in and tell us what piece we can show you. But look at this Mandarin. Okay, one of the newer, more opulent mountings we've created. It's only been here a couple of times, and it's been met with a resounding affection. I mean, it's been really exciting to bring it to you. That chartreuse Paraiba is still here if you want it. All right, let's talk Mandarin. It's going to be 112-6102. and thrilled it's here. Just the other day, I brought out the ring, and we flashed it, and we had some talk about it. The problem was, it's a carat 55 in this really special cut. This is a round cut. It's part of our private collection. This was only discovered in 1991, so it's even younger than Paraiba. Remember, they were discovered in 1989. We think Tanzanite is young. If we talk about the youngins of gemstones, we're really talking about 3 featured stones. That would be Tanzanite. Most people think Tanzanite's really the youngest gem out there because Tanzanite was discovered in the late 60s. The fact that these are all generational stones is important to think about. Tanzanite discovered in the late 60s, whether it was 1967 or 1969, that is still up for debate. I was not there, so I cannot tell you. But I will tell you this. There is a 1989 discovery that was Paraiba, the same stone we were just talking about, that then there were 3 sources ever, all mined out. Then we go a couple years later. 1991 was the year. We all remember it, I'm sure. And 1991 was the very first discovery of Mandarin garnet. Think about that. The garnet family itself has been known and mined all over the world in different colors and varieties for some time. But it wasn't since 1991 that we even knew about the existence of this bright orange neon, what's called Mandarin garnet. Nobody knew it existed. Nobody knew what it was when it was first discovered. Everyone thought it was diamonds at first. And then, but no, because diamonds that are even orange have more brown to them, don't they? You never really see a neon orange from a diamond, no matter how good it is. So the fact is, this was a new discovery in 1991, and yet since, it's already mined out. So it's actually one of the younger gems out there. It also happens to be, the only thing I can think of that was discovered after that was Mahenge spinel. That was 2007. Very little out of Tanzania, bright pinky red spinels. But this is in that real infant stage, yet it's already done. Already mined out. One of the reasons why there's a coincidence there, it's not. It's the same thing. Paraiba and Mandarin, for as young as they are both mined out. Here they were discovered only 2 years apart. And yet it only took a few years for them to be completely gone and extinct. So that is why they're increasing in such value. So we go back to the early aughts when we had this stone in the collection for some time. Obviously, it's been over 30 years that we've had this in the collection. So you've got a really important, because it was right before there, so like late 90s. This has been in the collection since then. 70 points in diamonds that we put around it to make it very opulent, very ornate. Now, it may not be brand new to you, because you might remember I flashed it a few weeks ago? About 2 weeks ago I flashed it. The problem was it got a lot of oohs and ahs, and being such a new mounting at the time, we didn't know, we weren't familiar with this incredible style of the mounting, but it was $59.99. So it left us all longing for a better price tag, a bigger discount. So what we're gonna do right now is bring just that. And I wanna have some fun with it, because the problem is this. It's too pretty to stay here, but it's also $59.99. It leaves us in a bit of a dilemma. And for those that know that $6,000 might be a stretch, but you know it's worth it, because, hey, if that's our price, this is the thing. You rest assured of one thing. If we have a TVON price up there, it's a great value. But if it's not in your wheelhouse or not in your budget, well, that's what I'm here to do, is stand up here every night and modify prices so that it is. Not only that it's in the budget, but you are thrilled at the amount of money you have to save. That's really the idea. And look at this design going side to side across the finger here. And any size you need, of course. Now, this is in the yellow gold. It's hard to even tell from this distance. You know, it's been kind of quiet in the last 30 minutes of the show. We went from gangbuster phone lines to a little more quiet. I really want to make sure we light them up again, because we're not done. And we have 50 minutes left in the show. Move mountains, make miracles. That's what we do here. So even though we're in last call in the show, we are here to give you some of the most wild, dazzling values you've ever seen, and I'm going to put this on the auction block, and we're going to get it at home. Because at $59.99, I don't know if the same batch of folks are here with us when you saw it a week or two ago, when it debuted at $6,000, and you said, whoa, that's a big mounting. It's a big mounting. It goes with a little bit higher price tag to get that amount of diamonds, that amount of gold. If we're able to do something better, would you be interested? Okay, a lot better, because I know that's the big question is, okay, tell me how much better. How much better is better? What if we take it lower than $5,000 or $4,000 or even $3,000 to get started? This is an auction that is meant to get a lot of activity. Participation is key. Let's make this even better than even $3,000. I think $2,500 could be the instant success of getting a lot of people on the phone lines ready to go. Or we can switch it up here a bit. because again, I really need to make sure we get every single phone line locked up here before we go. Not getting requests in. I'm begging for requests. We're not getting them, so that's okay. We'll find a way to get this very stone a great home. Whether you came in tonight looking for Mandarin or not, whether you've even been familiar with the stone, maybe it's new to you. It's really super rare. It's a bright pop of orange. I think of how many people might like it just because it's like a color that's symbolic. Whether it's like, okay, it's the time of year when we're thinking autumnal, sure, but jewelry's not supposed to have a season, right? So what if it's like a team color? What if it's like a color that's your favorite? What if you just like neon brights? Like you are a more personality-driven person. You like to have gems that reflect that. We, a lot of times, us folks that want to stand out, we want a little brighter stone. This is about as bright as it gets in a gem. It's not going to be $2,500. I was really thinking, you know what, we stop here at $25, but if we need to go a little extra, make it disappear, get it a great home, how about $2,000 to get it started? How about $2,000 even? We take it all the way down, get you down to $2,000 and send it out of here with a $10 increment only. That's it. With one of the more, I know we've only seen this mounting a couple of times, but we think about what has been set in this mounting. It's only been our most important stones. Our biggest and best, our most bright, important stones that we've had have been set with this incredible piece. So at $2,000, you know what? We have no open. Nobody on the lines. No interest, no wows, no oohs, no ahs. Let's make sure it gets there. We're not even asking $2,000. How much trouble can one host get in one 3-hour show? That's what we're going to find out tonight. How about 19, 18, 17? It's a big carat 55, round stone. Looks like a diamond, but better. No diamond has that kind of neon. I've had orange diamonds on this show. We have orange diamonds sitting here next to a Tanzanite somewhere. They don't resemble any bit the color you see here. This is as bright and beautiful and vibrant as it gets. We don't have 17. Oh, no. It's kind of like a medallion. It looks like a really ornate, like think like European crest when you'd see like outside of a villa that maybe has a history and a heritage where really important families have lived throughout the generations. And you think about those big gates out front that would have all that incredible detailed ornate ironwork. It looks to me like something you'd see there, but of course done in diamonds, done in gold. $1,700, $1,600. Tough crap. I'll make it $1,500 to start. We got to send it out. We got to sell it to somebody. We can't leave it sitting here. It's too good. It's too good to stay. That's how I look at it. Too pretty to stay here. Because sometimes you wonder, like, okay, is it here because it's not good looking? It's not here because it's not good looking. It's here because it was $6,000. And now it's $1,500 to open it up. Let's see what happens. Take a look at it one more time. 1,560 seconds only. And then we're going to need a few requests here. Do we want to see ruby, tanzanite, mahenge spinel? That's a no. Do we want to see savarite garnet? I've got the counterpart in the bright green garnet. I have men's Paraiba. We can do a zero to start auction on something if you want. I don't know whatever you want to do, guys. But here we are looking at a Mandarin garnet. Round, carat 55. It's actually, you know this? It's actually a Portuguese cut. It's not even the brilliant cut. It's a Portuguese cut round. And we have no open. How about a trapeche bangle bracelet? Demontoid bracelet. I got bangles galore here. We've got Tanzanite pendants, the hourglass Tanzanite pendant. We have golden pearls in a strand. I've got a big unheated Tanzanite that's got a pinky peachy color. We've got a 17 karat Tanzanite pendant. We have the biggest purple pink Paraiba here in the inventory. Whatever you want to see, but this is last call. Oh, no, no, no. We're not even, nope, we don't even have 1,500 yet, but we are verifying. Let's see if anybody wants to get this one started. One of our best per carat prices is also in Tanzanite. We had a beautiful piece earlier that was a pendant. I've actually got a big ring that's also really low per carat. If you're looking for a 14 karat oval, that's it. Thank you. No open, let's move. Jason, you're not on this one, right? Okay, let's move on. It's a no-go on the Mandarins. All right, I got two bangles to show you. Granted, they're a little rare, but you probably haven't seen them because they don't get much airtime, because one is demantoids out of Russia, and that's super, super duper rare. And it's got all of those, I call it the Lucky 7 bangle because it's got 7 incredible garnets, all rounds from the fabulous Russian demantoid mine. And here's what we're gonna do. If you like that one, it's got a blowout price. There are some museum markdown pieces to bring to you. So if there's anything we can share at all, you let me know. There's our trapiche. That piece has a matching pendant and a matching ring if you're interested. Those are both under $5,000 tonight. They never do that. We don't do that very often. You know that. I'm going to do some really cool pieces. We got Savorite. I'm going to ask for your requests too, as I have been for hours. If you have anything you're looking for, we can bring them to you. If you want to see a green Paraiba pendant, I'll bring that out at a great discount. We have a new Opal for you as well. We'll bring out some brand new that is even scheduled for tonight. Let's bring out some new. If you like either of the bangles, they're under $5,000. The demantoids out of Russia, you're getting $278 in demantoids, 62 points in diamonds. It's $48.88. The trapiche is $1,000 less, $38.88 for the trapiche bangle, which is in 2 tones of gold and all 14 karat across the board. I'm going to bring out an Opal and a Paraiba, both in pendants. So let's talk green Paraiba first. We had the great ring earlier that was a 50-pointer. We're going to bring out a 2.5 karat Paraiba. And so if you have questions on either of those, again, bangle, trapiche, $38.88. Yellow and white diamonds. Bangle with demantoids, $48.88 with diamonds. Here comes the new pendant with a blue-green, but mostly green, on this Paraiba. Let me see if I can polish up whatever is hanging out around it. And here we go. It's just a little bit of thread. Okay, now we're ready to go, and now it's on the wheel. So here we are. This is, Jason, did you have a question?
Yeah, can you show the
Pink tourmaline pendant. Yes. Did you guys know that it's a yellow diamond in there? Did we make that, Andy, did you make that adjustment? Okay, and it's supposed to be a yellow diamond? Okay, so probably not, but we're just adding a yellow diamond. So this is the pendant from earlier. It was $3.99. This is the most, not this one, but this one here. This one's by request. This is a $3.99 pink tourmaline, bordering on rubellite. There's a yellow diamond right above it. It was $399. So keep that in mind. Carat 10 in that tourmaline. It was item number 112, $63.30. So you do have a great chance to pick up a really cool piece there. And it's not often that we start to get fancy diamonds into pendants, especially ones that are under $400. But we made it happen here for you. So thank you so much for asking about that again. It's one of our, it actually is the most affordable item of the show. So if you're looking to get a great new piece for your collection, it's a really good way to go. Also, we have another pendant coming up. We'll get to the green Paraiba and a brand new Opal. We're going to dive into some pieces that were already looking like scheduled for Wednesday. We'll just go ahead and bring them to you now so that we can bring those out for you on a big Monday night. So that hopefully helps on that one. Also 5/8 of an inch from top to bottom with the bail. Let's talk more about this green Paraiba. I was just starting to introduce you to it, and it's a really good stone. That's got some liveliness to it. Think of it like an apple green color. 112, 6253 is the item number on a one-of-a-kind brand new. 248 is the size on an east-west set. And that's because I'm holding it by its bail. So when you put it on your favorite chain at home, you're gonna have an east-west set and then a really new style for us. 2 bigger diamonds set north and south of the stone. East and west, I realize as you're looking at it now, but again, it sits like this, which you'll see when it's on my hand and on my neckline, but it's also a really big 248. So an almost 2.5 karat Paraiba, diamond weight is 15 points. I ain't buying it. So you know what, it's a new one, it's probably wrong, but we'll call it at least 15 points because it's obviously, yeah, looking like a lot more than that. So here we go. Here's what it looks like. Instead of just retooling the price tag for Wednesday, let's just make it a deal right now. First caller can steal it away from us and get a 2.5 karat Paraiba that from top to bottom, the length is going to be, how about it, 3/4 of an inch. So see that? It's got a nice height to it. And yet the east-west set of the stone, here's what it looks like from a distance away here, so you can get a look on the neckline and realize what that's all about from a size perspective with those bright neon greens that it has. And then we'll take it right on up close for you. I just cannot wait for you to be the really, really, I know we have collectors out there every single day. This is one of those that is just affordable. We've been doing Paraibas at affordable prices all night long. Well, here goes another. I know there's just 2 ways to do this. We can put up the $49.99 price that's on the bag, which is totally exactly, you guys have watched us long enough to know That's the price on a 2.5 carat Paraiba on a great day. I'm just going to send it out. First caller can have it for $19.99. For a 2.5 carat bright lime green. Apple green neon right there. Okay, wait. How about we save you another $100 and make it $18.99? $200 more off, $17.99. That's about where I should stop. I'll give you another $100 off. If you take it now, $16.99. Done. We'll make that easy. $1,699 on a bright lime green Paraiba. Stunning, isn't it? And only $16.99 for that one. That'll get 30 seconds. Then we're going to take you to an opal that's also brand new in platinum, a crystal opal with all the colors. No, it's not. It's a black opal, and it's got all the colors in the world. And platinum piece coming up for your pendant pleasure. But that is the big green right there. 20 seconds remaining at $16.99. Then we have an awfully large Tanzanite blowout for you. One caller is going to get their hands on a 14 karat pluser in an oval coming up. We'll have that. Even have some of the unheated material, which is that unheated, what we call our peacock Tanzanite, which has blues and greens and lots of different tones of color to it. And then if anybody would like the Mandarin garnet, remember, we still had that open at $1,500. Did not get the open on that. All right, here comes the opal pendant. This is the wow. And I'm going to make this affordable too. Oh my goodness. And the bail is backwards. This happens on some of these designer pieces. So let me try and, okay, all fixed now. That's the proper look at the bail. Let me zoom back a little bit because it's mighty large. It's going to be 112, 6145. Now, that's a carat 38. But again, for those of you that go, no, it's not. That's a lot bigger than the Paraiba we just saw. That's because opals look double what they weigh. This one, no exception. Here it is upright again. For you to see that 1 carat 38 size is going to look tremendous. And it's 112, 6145, brand new right now. So we're diving into pieces that haven't even been scheduled for this show, just to kind of give you some variety here in this opal category. This is our platinum piece. It's a carat 38 in the oval, but it also has diamond weight at 40 points. That's going to keep it classic, except did you notice what they did? In addition to the round, brilliant diamond halo, there's a baguette on each side. East and west of the stone, you've got one really large baguette diamond. Just kind of gives it a different flavor to the halo, elevates it. But how about this? And we're not blocking any lights yet. Look at the colors you're getting. Red is dominating, but there's yellow, blue, green, purple, orange, all of the colors of the rainbow. The violets, the purples, it's all there. And we've got one insanely affordable piece coming up for you. And this is what it looks like from a distance. Good size bail too. So feel free to pop in your diamonds by the yard, chains, anything you want to use with it. That'd be lovely. Here's what it looks like from a distance away as far as a measurement goes. And you've got that 1 carat 38, but it's going to be a full inch top to bottom, including that bail. And we'll show you what it looks like on. But I'm hoping we can get somebody on the lines for an opal. I just think that there's something really special about opals that obviously give every color. Because most of the opals hang out with 1 or 2 color or no color. And isn't this interesting how it's different now? Now it looks primarily yellow. Lower light, different light, because I'm standing in a different spot where this camera is to show you just that size perspective from a distance. And now you're seeing more yellows and I think blues until I move it. And then it's all the reds and orange return. Reds, orange, yellow, blues, greens, every color of the rainbow. That's what play of color is about. You can still have a phenomenal play of color stone, but it doesn't give you any color at all. So there are a lot of different levels and a lot of different grades to your opals. I just think the way the yellow is coming through so strongly is really amazing. I want to keep in mind here that this is obviously a stone that looks bigger. It's an October birthstone as well, so happy birthday all my October babies out there. And let's take it on back up close because I want you to see what this is all about. And a better price than $4,499, absolutely, you got it. We're gonna make sure this goes, and here's that bail. It's got a little designer element to the bail. It's kind of rounded, and then it almost has that one little engraving to the middle of the bail there. And it's not gonna be $44. How about this? $22.50 would be your half off. Let's keep on going. How about it? 22, 2,000. And this, I'm not even shading the light at all. If I do, Oh yeah, everything gets darker. Everything gets better. I still can't mimic what it's going to look like at home when you see this in person, but it gets better. And it's not 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14. Let's move an opal that is of divine quality. 15, 14, 13.99. None of the above. Blowout time is here. We have 33 minutes and we got to move jewelry. So that's going to be $1,299 first caller. That's it, my friends. That's it. One caller gets it at $12.99. I heard we had a request and didn't have what they're needing. Who was that? Appreciate the request, Judy. Nonetheless, we don't have a Sphene, but we're going to try to find maybe something that'll work for her. So stick around with us, Judy. We may be able to bring out something you might even like better. So here we go at $12.99. That one has got to go. We're not moving a muscle till that one goes. That is so fantastic for a stone that looks 2-3 carats, right? 2.5 to 3 carats in its look, in its presence, diamonds all the way around it. What a stunning piece at $12.99. And then Paraibas. And then we have, you know, we've seen enough. Let's go to Tanzanite because we've had a lot of Paraibas today. We've had probably more in this show than we have in weeks and weeks and weeks on end. So we're going to bring you a Tanzanite opportunity coming up for the really big collectors out there. Got a great blue wing block D. What else do we have? Oh, I've got some 8 carat as well. So if you don't want to see the 14 carat, I'm going to show you that. We like options, right? So we'll bring you a 14, then we've got an 8 carat for you as well. 2 different options in Tanzanites, both blue wing, awesome stones. And then, of course, anything else you're looking for. We've shown you every bit of jewelry just coming up here, so we need to know what you'd like to see before we go. Maybe it's going to be a Malaya garnet. We had the prettiest pink the other day. Look at this one. Just to mix it up a little bit from our Paraibas and our beautiful opals. Look at this. I don't know about you, but to me, I ID that visually more as a rubellite or a sapphire. It's actually a Malaya garnet. We see them normally in brown tones of color. This is 1123895. Oh my goodness, we're looking at 4 carats exactly of probably, you know, we had the most beautiful pink the other day. This one's more of a purple red almost in your pink. I mean, 32 points in the pink diamonds as well. And let's try 3895. 3895 is the ab number on this one, and it's a 4 carat Malaya with 32 points in the pink, plus you get 85 points in the white diamonds as well, double halo, triple shank. So it means 3 rows of diamonds on the sides. And that is rare as can be. Malayas that are normally brown, almost like a light caramel type color, here's where you get something vastly different. Oh, I'm excited this is here, but you know, it's going to take some discounting here tonight at the end of the show. We are there. We don't see you guys back till Wednesday, so let's help you out here with a major value N8. Let's start from, maybe this has never been on the air before. I don't know. 3895 is the 4 carat Malaya. And who are these requests for?
The Sphene is for Judith.
Judith.
And the Mandarin is for Teresa.
Got it. So Judith, we did find you a Sphene pendant. And then, say it again, Melissa? Teresa. Teresa, we've got your Mandarin garnet coming up as well. But first, the Malaya. 4 carats, 32 points in the pink diamonds, 85 points in the white diamonds. And yet, clean, clean, clean. It's been a rare garnet day, too. We've had the Mandarin, now we have the Malaya, but you haven't seen a Malaya garnet of this color. Here's what it looks like from the side, white, pink, white. Here's what it looks like from farther away on the hand. Looking good. Formerly $69.99. No wonder it's here. We got to move it, and now, very quickly, it has to go. It's not going to be $69.99. Give me a call. We have one great piece here, and that's it. And I will blow it out as promised. We have to make a miracle happen in 30 minutes. 30 minutes only. And guys, this is where, again, I can't say enough about our values. Every single day I've been doing this for 8 solid years. That is literally thousands of shows. I am bringing you a value that is going to be so stunning, so amazing. We need a collector out there. I know we had a great Malaya picked up by a collector the other day. I know there were many of you that missed it. Hopefully one of those callers are with us today just to see this beautiful value that we're bringing. And it's not even $6,000, $5,000, $4,000, $3,000, $2,500. It's not. Let's blow it out right now. $2,199 stays as is in the 2 tones of gold, pink gold for your pink diamonds, white gold for your white diamonds, and that will go very quickly. Let's get to some requests. Thank you to Judith and Teresa for making these requests. I hope we can make some dreams come true here in some rare stones. Let's talk color change scene first, because I have done a number on that discounting for that Malaya, and it's time to go. Now we've got the Speen in a pendant, and it's a great Asher cut. So originally there, Wayne, she was looking for what, a little bit bigger? The largest and only pendant we have is this one, actually, right? So we've got, just to know, like, there isn't anything larger. This is all we have, and I got to hold this by, it's interesting, there's a big diamond right between the bail and the halo. So I have to hold it this way because it doesn't sit on its own. But you see, this is a really important Asher cut. It's 1125-627. It's a square, and actually they call it Asher. It's interesting because it's actually a square cushion, and Asher cuts have a very distinctive cut to them internally. This is a square cushion where it does have a 193 size, and we even upgraded the 18 karat gold for you. So it's not just the 14 karat we would normally see. We went the extra mile. It's an exotic stone. Most people like to wear this as a pendant as opposed to a ring, just because it is a bit softer. So if you want to wear it worry-free, don't worry about a scratch or a chip. Well, that's the way to wear it. 43 points in the diamonds, but it starts with rounds in the bail, but then it goes to baguettes and rounds all the way around the piece. So the halo, the perimeter, that border of alternating different cuts here. There's a large round where I'm holding it as well, so it's free of any blank or naked gold. It's just covered in diamonds, and we'll show it to you from a distance away. It's a great way to get a Speen. And again, if you worry at all about the hardness or lack thereof of a Speen, just get a pendant and you can wear it every day. Because I think with a stone this lively, that has all the colors of the rainbow thanks to its high dispersion level, I think that you want to wear it a lot. It's one of those that goes with everything, not to mention the color changes from green to red. So as you're in different light environments, the stone changes like magic. It's 3/4 of an inch from top to bottom. I'll be showing it to you here on the neckline as well. I think that's an important way to evaluate what it looks like from a distance, and there it is. And I'll just kind of simulate a movement here as well, just so you can see all the great flashes of color that come through it. And it's a little more unusual to get a little more true green. Sometimes you get a little more olive tone or some more golden tones to your Speens. Not the case here. It's just breathtaking, beautiful, and all the brilliance in the world. Let's go back to the wheel. I'll take it up close to you, and we're going to make sure it goes new price. And on a fine Speen here like that, $49.99 is where it started. New price tag, $1,999 first caller. Then the big heart shape coming out to play. Teresa, what a beautiful request. Was it just heart shape in general or this specific ring? Okay, so we have a 5 carat. I'm not sure she's looking for a heart shape, but we got a really good one for you in a 5 carat plus size. But the Speen is here at $19.99. And again, Judith, that is the only Speen pendant we have in stock, correct? The only one. It's the only one I know of, and sure enough, sometimes we look and see if there's anything new coming up this week, bring it out a little early. Unfortunately, nothing else. Actually, I don't think we have any loose material to work with at this point, so I think that the hope of getting new rings or pendants is out the door at this point. It's kind of last call on those Speens. So we've been enjoying them for the last few weeks here. They've been very popular, but that's going to be it on the pendant. And it stays in the yellow gold. Designer style, even got great finishing to it. And there you can see another look at the clarity from the inside of the stone. But let's take a look at this heart-shaped Mandarin coming up next for you. And Teresa, really rare stone here to get that cut. Very unique. It's going to lean a little bit on the wheel, but maybe I can get it to prop up right there, and then we'll zoom on back. But that is a very special heart shape indeed. It's a really big size. It's a 5 carat 06. It's got that super saturated richness of color here, from orange to yellow, a little bit of almost like a feeling like, instead of bright orange, remember the Mandarin we had earlier, just for comparison's sakes, why not? Here's the bright orange. See the difference there? They're both Mandarins. They're both part of the Spessartite family, but see, there's a pretty different look there to the two. And some of that's the cutting, and some of it's just the natural variations you get in color of Mandarin. But that's what's so special about this, is that here's our 5 carat 06 in item number 6100, and it gives you a great big heart-shaped stone. And then, look at this. I'm going to try to hold this upright for you, so I got to get the big tweezers out, because this one's a heavy ring. But there's our 506. 135 in diamond, and look at that, outstanding. Double halo diamonds down the sides. She's got good taste. Comes with a $13,999 price tag, and now it's not. It's a lot better than that. A markdown is on its way. 25 minutes left in the show. Thank you for these 2 requests. Thank you to Judith and Teresa. They may or may not be what you're looking for, but again, the requests are welcome nonetheless, and we hope to find you exactly what you need. And you know what? It's open to the first caller who'd like it. Let's blow it out right now. Less than 10,000. But on this night, it's going to take a little drastic discounting beyond what we're seeing here. Not 10,000. Not 99, 89, 79, 69, 59. The problem is it's a 506 in a heart shape, and that's a rare cut with a very rare color. Here's what it looks like on the hand, though. We'll take a look there as well, just to see how bright, a deeper saturation of color, but still ever as bright a color in neon. That's all still there. And you've got everything in one great piece, not 59. Can we just blow it out? $49.99 first caller on a 506. Gorgeous heart shape. These stones are incredibly rare. We touched on that earlier with our round, which by the way is still here. The round that I flashed in, if you prefer a little lighter, brighter color, if you want more of a deeper orange, it's just the difference between, okay, what are those different oranges? I'm not one for produce. I don't do a lot of grocery shopping, but what's the Valencia oranges versus the other ones? What are they called? The other one, right? They have different kinds of colors because of just, you know, a little bit different where they grow and a little bit different. One's a little more sweet, one's a little more tart, right? That's the difference here. And from a distance, and you know what, if anybody wants the round, look at that, same darn thing. Both bright, both beautifully, both in that neon category, but just one's a little brighter and darker and one's a little brighter and lighter. So it's just a matter of, they're each giving yellow flashes. They each look like they have somehow yellow diamonds within them, don't they? But it's just a matter of which one you prefer. Now this is the round, which by the way, we had on the auction block, didn't get the open. Tell you what, special bonus here, since this one's a little bit more pricey, if anybody would like this round, which has very nice diamond weight as well, I will do something special and we'll make this one $49.99 and this one $14.99 if you'd like to get that one instead. So 2 great options, only $49.99 and only $14.99. So a beautiful way to get either, but no longer up for the auction block since we did not get the open there. So we'll do either one, but again, $5,000 versus $14.99. You decide which one you like. So 2 great Mandarin options that both really run the gamut of the color spectrum, also give you very different cuts, but both exotic and great sizes nonetheless either way, because that's a carat 55. That's the 506, that's the carat 55. So you're getting a great size either way. And we'll move right along. And let me give you one last look. If you just tuned in for the end of the show, we're there. We got 20 minutes left, but I just want to show you that round because I think that needs to go. And now that we've just gone ahead, and if auctions are intimidating, I get it. It's a lot of pressure, but it is one-of-a-kind jewelry nonetheless. So we want to give you one last opportunity to get it if you want the carat 55 in this dazzling round. And guys, we got jewelry, jewelry, jewelry. Look at all these boxes and boxes filled with hundreds of pieces of jewelry. So whatever it is you can think of or imagine, whatever it is you want to see, we would love to hear from you because we have 20 minutes left in the show and it's a big Monday night that's coming to its end. We don't even see you guys tomorrow. We have no show on Tuesday, so not even back with you till Wednesday night. So it's a good time to go ahead and start shopping because we could have your new piece to you by Wednesday night, right? But the next time we have a show, a lot of you will get your jewelry, right? Not everybody, of course, it depends on where you live, but sometimes pieces you pick up on Monday are at your house on Wednesday or Thursday. So it's just a really good time to shop and get what you love. But look at that Mandarin, $14.99 for a round. I mean, someone's got to get it. And I get the heart shape's a little more money because it's over 5 carats, but this is the way you get a stunning Mandarin example. The round, which is a little different, it's not the diamond cutting like we usually see. It's a Portuguese cut round, so you get a little extra, a little spice there. Pumpkin spice, dare I say? Could it be a little pumpkin spice with a little nutmeg, with a little cardamom, with a little all that good stuff, right? All the spices of the season. But really a year-round, jewelry's year-round. And somebody needs that opal. Hey, Pamela, don't you agree? Pam was nice enough to compliment online about our opal. She said, that opal is outrageous. She said, how does Mother Nature do that? And with a water-based stone, no less, Pam. Isn't that amazing? I know, opals are fascinating, aren't they? Good ones are fascinating. I think they all kind of are in their own right, but that opal for $12.99 in platinum, how does Mother Nature do it? How do we do it, right? I mean, Mother Nature takes care of the beauty and the rarity, and then we take care of the value and the pricing. And just a reminder, that opal is here for $1,299. Pam says, that's amazing. Thank you so much also for your very kind words there. I appreciate that too. Very, very kind of you. Very kind, and thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. $14.99 for the Mandarin. This is $12.99. Just had to show that opal again because that is still here if you'd like that opal and platinum. And then shall we show you a couple options in blue wing block Ds, some great round the world here in blue wing, and we'll get you some different colors and sizes. We got ruby on the way, mahenge. Any questions, requests, and got to get them in. How about one quick Congolese blue green though? And then this Mandarin's verifying now. Teresa, I don't know if you had any questions about, we could probably bring you something at the midpoint of these Mandarins as well, between the carat 55 and the 5, but just depends on what you're looking for. And the most specifics you can give are always appreciated. This is my Congolese blue-green stunner here. 112-4107. Both Mandarins still available, heart shape. So is the Malaya. Heart shape, round Mandarins are available. The Malaya ovals here, the Speen pendants here. So it's a really good time to pick up what you need. We got about 18 minutes left of broadcast time here. Here's 112-4107. And it's our 458 pear shape. 458's a pretty card, it's a pretty stone. In this case, it's a really good stone. It's a Congolese tourmaline. It's got a carat 28 in diamonds, and it's one of our museum mark down or melt it. We either mark it down or melt it down, so I mark it down so that we don't have to melt it down. That's my theory. It's too much pretty in one piece to leave here. So let's bring it down in price so we can make it affordable, because it was a $69.99 ring once upon a time. And this is now the 458 and then 128 split shank, big halo. It all comes together to house one of the most beautiful newer finds, Congolese green and blue together here. Kind of gives the flavor of a Paraiba without the price tag. And it's always worth noting, when you see color on that wheel, when it doesn't just give you white paper and it suddenly is glowing green, it's a powerful stone. Not all stones can do that. And just like so many of our museum pieces tonight, we are marking this thing down. And you can even change the gold color if you want to. How cool to be able to say, no, no white gold for me. I want to get yellow gold or rose gold. You can do it. No problem. No extra charge, no extra cost. How about we size it for you, ship it to you, all that for free. And now we make it a really big value, not $69.99. I cannot get away with that, Tony, tonight, because I need a miracle to happen. I got to really drop some prices here. If we're going to move some jewelry here at the end of the night, I got to make some miracle pricing happen. Look at this. What a beautiful pear shape. Wear it this way or the other way. I'll flip it around. We'll show it to you like this. What a beauty. Well, it's not for lack of effort, right? We've been trying. So thank you for everyone for hanging out with us. We're trying to move some great museum pieces tonight, without a doubt. It's been a day of value. It's really what we stand for. And this is it, guys. $69, forget about it. Not even gonna be $4,000. That is a really pretty Congolese. Let's blow it out right now. $4,000, $39.99, Tony. It's gonna take more than that. How about $29.99? How about $2,500? White, yellow, rose. Your chance to pick it up. Here it is up close one more time too. Just to show you that way. Nice up close to your tourmaline to see the color and the clarity there. Hope someone's picking up that beautiful Mandarin. I hope so. Be a great way to go. And let's send it out right now. $2,499 only. That's it. And now I'm going to make it even better. How about this? 23, 22. Let's blow it out right now for $21.99 first caller. And then we're going to move on. And I think it may have already sold at $2,500. I don't care. I want you to save more money. I want you to save, like I said, go out to dinner on me. Take your new piece out. I just saved you another. We saved you a bunch there. We're here to save you $300 extra off of that below cost. So this should go. Congolese tourmaline. Let me remind you, I'm going to put a recap together. Let's show you what we still have left. Let's show you what we can bring you. Let's show you how we can make some magic happen on your favorite piece. And go ahead, let me know, Wayne, do you have a request or something you picked up so we don't recap it? All right, so let me know if anything's gone in the last couple of minutes so we can make sure that we help you out here on anything else, because I'm going to bring everything that's back. All this great material is going to be here, like this Mandarin round. I don't think this one's gone yet, but I know it's verifying. That one's $14.99 as a recap, just a reminder. We have the heart shape here. I do have the Malaya, which is that $21.99 price tag. I'm making a lot of big museum pieces, $21.99 for the end of the day. Look at the colors. I want them all. Like, that just feels like a beautiful array of different colors of the rainbow that are all very unique, right? We think of the colors of the rainbow as being a real classic green, classic red. These are all like variations of classic colors, from the pinky reds here to the blue greens here to the orangey golden yellows here. And then we've got, let's not forget about this Paraiba that's of the purple variety. We have a lot of pieces that are under $1,500. As a matter of fact, let me do this. We've got a $16.99 in the purple Paraiba. So look at how that is similar in look overall to the Malaya, neither of which ever really give those colors. Here's the big emerald we had that was also $14.99, still available for you. And then also we've got another little special something I want to show you. I think this is our best value left because it's also the best value we have on Museum Reserve Tanzanite. And it's a pendant with a fancy cut diamond, and it looks like this. Let me bring this out. This was quite a bit earlier in our show. So if you just joined us a little bit later, or maybe you're considering it, because I know a couple of you are, there's the fancy cut rhombus diamond for the bail. There's a very important and large stone there as well. The large stone is impressive. That is going to be a tapered, modified, think of it like an emerald cut, but yes, it's more narrow at the top and wider at the bottom. Fancy modified cut. Here's the deal. It's our best per carat price on a Blue Wing Block D, Museum Reserve quality. That's because it's an 1191 fancy cut, and in the white gold, 14 karat, that's a single solitary 49-point fancy cut rhombus diamond. One of the more unusual shapes in all the diamond world. And that one is down to just, I can't believe it still, $49.99 for that pendant, when it's almost 12 carats in size. If we need to, we could bring up the graphics, even though it's going to block a couple of our rings momentarily, because that's where I think we need to show you the value. To see the carat weight is one thing. To know that it's $419 a carat for a Museum Reserve Blue Wing, that's almost 12 carats, is another. Jason, did you pick up something just now? Request? All right, so we're working on some requests for the end of the night as well. This one, yes, thank you, Tony. That's the graphics for that pendant that's sitting on its side. Of course, it's going to sit lengthwise on your neckline. It is the rhombus cut 49-pointer VS2 diamond. That is a fancy cut white diamond. That is worth a bundle of money. That would be in the wholesale world approximately $3,500 just to get that diamond. Right there, just that diamond. The whole piece is $49.99. If you look at it that way, you're paying $1,500 for the stone. But we know that's a 12-karat Museum Reserve Tanzanite. So that wouldn't be $1,500, nor would it be $49.99. Again, we are used to seeing breakdowns on prices per carat on everything in Tanzanite. So we know that that Tanzanite, which has all the red flashes, let me pop it up more to your eye level here so you can see what that looks like. There are the red flashes. They're all there. And that's what you're getting right now. Let me show it from lengthwise. That's how it's going to sit on the neckline, of course, just like so, where you've got that rhombus cut. Let me show it again on the hand, because this is the one that's got to go, because we have not had a Museum Reserve for $419 a carat. And we've seen them for $500. We've seen them for $650. We've seen them for $550 a carat. $419 is another level of discounting. And there is only one. And that's the one with all that information up there to consider. That's the one I would get. And yet all of your Blue Wing Block Ds that you have in rings, no matter what the cut is going to look fabulous with this pendant. Here it is on the neckline for you as well, just to show you just another angle, just another look, how the saturation level, and you couldn't get a more vibrant, I don't think really kind of rich, saturated cobalt blue than what I'm wearing. And for that Tanzanite to deliver a color that's even more so in saturation, that's how you know it's Museum Reserve. Right there, that comparison against a true royal blue, and seeing that amazing cut in action, seeing how it moves on the neckline, that bigger diamond there, that's a half carat. We'll go back to the wheel. I want to show it to you one more time here. Up close, $419 a carat. because that's basically how we look at every Tanzanite now. I've spoiled you with values. We've really done that to the point where we always want to think about and compute the per carat price. Well, there it is, and that's the best museum reserve per carat we've seen. So a dandy to get that one at $49.99. If that one goes, I'll be happy, because honestly, it's the best value and such a unique cut. And I know we have collectors of Tanzanite out there. Mandarin garnet, the round is verifying right now. Wayne, are you thinking about something on that wheel? That Tanzanite got to go. $49.99 for an 1191. That is just shy of 12 carats. Fancier cut, so I bet you don't have one. I had a pair of earrings once that were similar, but again, as long as you have blue winged block D in your collection, it's gonna be a match. It's gonna look great together. So highly worth considering here. And then we'll show you the, I gotta show you the copper bearing, the chartreuse copper bearing stone. We had two great Kunzites, both. You know what, I'll do two Kunzite options for under $2,000. Still have our Paraiba heart shape. It's really, well, it's technically a pear shape, but it's in the heart shape double mounting. So we do also have this one. If you missed it earlier, there's the 224 blue, green, neon Paraiba, 224 with a lot of diamonds there. $49.99 on the Tanzanite pendant. It is verifying. Please don't miss out on that one. I do want to add in this copper bearing stone. I'm going to switch out the Congolese here for the copper bearing Zonite, or it's really a chartreuse color. It's goldens and greens together. It is copper bearing, just like the stone directly behind it, except it's such an unusual color. It's a 3 carat 95. It also is a cushion cut. Super clean, 124 diamond weight. That is under $3,000. So copper bearing can be anywhere from $15,000 to under $3,000, like that one is there, with the copper content as well. So two copper bearing stones there from the middle center to the middle back. That's going to be either $29.99 for your chartreuse color, which is rare Zonite material, which we rarely see in copper bearing. And also you've got the blue green, traditional signature color in the back in that pear shape. I do want to remind you about this opal. We can, thank you for showing that $29.99. Those are the graphics, by the way, for this ring here. We presented it in full earlier. Still one of our best values sitting here tonight is that $29.99 in that chartreuse color. Still have the opal pendant. That one's $12.99 for an opal and platinum with the diamond halo, both baguettes and rounds in that diamond halo. So another great piece to consider as well. It's last call, last time on the, we got literally, guys, we have 7 minutes left in the show. So if there isn't anything that you're looking for on that wheel and you'd like to see me bringing it out quickly, we can do that, but we'd need to hear from you sooner rather than later. And then we have two great Kunzites I'm going to show you. They're both here. I've had two Kunzites today. Both are still available for you. Don't forget, we've got the $14.99 emerald, the amazing $21.99 in this fabulous Malaya, $14.99 on the Mandarin, $16.99 on that purple Paraiba, $49.99 for the Tanzanite pendant, $29.99 for the tourmaline behind that, and $14,999 for that beautiful pear-shaped Paraiba with the signature and traditional blue greens to it. And then we also have the Speen pendant, the opal pendant, not pictured up here on the wheel, but you've seen them recently in the last couple of minutes. So some great options here still. And then last call on the show is now. 5.5 minutes, question. Which one? The oval opal, you got it. Oval opal gone. Thank you so much. That platinum opal pendant gone. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And we still have a Paraiba in a pendant that was greens, mostly greens, but a little bit of blue. Have that one here for you as well. Don't forget our little parrot pendant is here. Our brooch with the butterflies also here. Those roll under $1,000. And we have some really fabulous materials. Still have some Alexandrite earrings, Paraiba drop earrings. I did also have a blue-green Paraiba that I really want to share with you here. This one's got to go. So I'm going to remove everything from the wheel because I want to show you something else all up close and personal here. So Mandarin at $14.99. Here's the purple Paraiba, $16.99. These are all pieces you can still give us a call on. This is the beautiful Tanzanite, 12 carats almost, fancy diamond, chartreuse Paraiba there. There's our beautiful emerald, $14.99, $14,999. Here's the Malaya for $21.99. But I want to come in and take a look at this Paraiba all on its own. 112-1779 is the item number here because it's got clarity. Pink diamonds in huge sizes and white diamonds will probably end on this because this is still, to me, the biggest value remaining besides maybe our Tanzanite pendant. And that's because this is our 23-point pear-shaped Paraiba. And it is an elongated, crystal clean, you can't get better clarity. And it's got a 23 pointer, but it's also 22 points in pink and another 86 points in the white diamonds. So quite the opulent combination ring, if you will, isn't it? And it's going to be one of the craziest prices we've seen on Paraiba. This was part of a wheel earlier. Yes, Jess? Oh, which one? The chartreuse one? Or the Paraiba purple? Oh, got it. Okay, so our Zonite tourmaline just sold for $29.99. Thank you so much. That one's gone as well. That was $63.15 as far as the item number. Now we talk about the Paraiba and the blue-green, pear-shaped, pink diamonds. They're huge. And you're going to get a fabulous value right here and now. Can't wait for somebody to own this because it's one of our most affordable Paraibas of all time in the blue-green color. It's as affordable as they get, and it's on its way out right now for $14.99. Yes. It doesn't. No, you can change it to any color you'd like. White gold would be beautiful as well. I'd stick with either the white or the yellow on the chartreuse tourmaline. And you did get our round Mandarin garnet, Jason? So you did. Thank you so much. Who was that? Oh. Yep. Becky? Who? Betty. Thank you, Betty. $14.99 on the Paraiba. Last 3 minutes in the show. Anything else we need to show you? Don't forget about the Tanzanite pendant. That one's got to go. This Tanzanite, $4.19 a carat with that fancy diamond bail right there. So those are two of the highlights of what is remaining of two of the pieces that I think really need to go here before we do in 3 minutes. And that's all the airtime we have for our big Monday night or Tuesday morning, depending on where you are. So here's our last call. We've got a couple of minutes left in the show. And again, anything else you want to check on, we have all the information. We can tell you what's available, what's not, get you all those. If you need to make any requests for Wednesday night, this is a good time to do it. 2.5 minutes remaining, though, in our broadcast. There was still that emerald, that beautiful Colombian, carat 27 emerald was still here for $14.99. I think it's kind of amazing that our purple pink Paraiba, that's still here for $16.99. That's got 70 points in diamonds around it. And a carat 63 cushion cut stone. Maybe we need another look at that. Here's a Paraiba. We just had the blue-green. And yes, I'm leaving the Tanzanite up there because that's one to consider. But that's your pinky purple combination in a cushion cut. That was item number 112, 6252. And with 2 minutes left, also want to recap that $16.99 Paraiba. The Tanzanite, $49.99 for that pendant. But the tourmaline you're seeing, this is the first time I've been able to have a pinky purple last the presentation. They have been the hottest stone of late. They've been going out our inventory faster than we can even create the designs around them. There aren't many of these stones available, but when you get a rarity like that is copper bearing and it's got those pinks and purples together, you're in a super elite variety of material. And so we're so proud to have that for you. $1,699 only if you'd like it. That's one for the ages there. I'll try it on the hand really quickly as well as we're rounding into our last 90 seconds here. Remember, we do not have a show or a broadcast on Tuesday. So it's our little day when we're going to hopefully all get ready for a big gear up for our Wednesday night and Thursday night, back with you at 7 o'clock Pacific time. And that's, of course, 9 Central time and 10 p.m. Eastern. And remember, if you're watching on, if you're lucky enough to get us on satellite, that's great. If you're a cable viewer and not seeing us for the last month or so, online is the way to go, TVON.com, Facebook, or YouTube. And just a reminder there. But here we go, $16.99. We'll see who's got it. And then we're going to probably just take a last look at our Tanzy pendant, unless that one's gone, because that one's verifying as well, with now 50 seconds left in the broadcast as we take another look close up. So which one's it going to be, or shall we get them both out the door? Reminder, we'll be here for a couple moments after we go off the air. So the phone lines stay open at that same phone number. So I would encourage you to call us there so you can get your favorite pieces before they go to somebody else, because that is what happens at the end of the show. So a big thank you for being with us tonight. As always, can't tell you how much we appreciate your company on these Monday nights, as well as every show that we do. But again, it's our last call here, and there's still some really fine pieces and great values remaining. So I hope you'll call us and make sure you grab them for yourself so we can get them out to you and you can experience them on your own hand and in your own collection, and you really enjoy them. So thank you so much. And from all of us here at TVON, we wish you a great rest of your evening and a great Tuesday until we meet again on Wednesday night. I'm Lauren Blair. Have a great rest of your evening. See you Wednesday.